Welcome back, one and all, to Dreamworks Dungeons & Dragons. I'm your Dungeon Master, August Schmidt, and with me as always, we have the Dragon Warriors. Say hello, Dragon Warriors!
Hi!
Oh man, we have in no particular order, just how I'm seeing them. We have Shelby playing as Entrapta, we have Sam playing as Hordak, we have Ian playing as Poe the Panda, we have Gus playing as Arthur, or Artie, and we have Nathan as Kai, Beast of Vengeance. Oh, it's been a crazy time recently in,
Giving him the Dumbo dice?
He's playing Dumbo.
Why
would I not?
I gotta use Dumbo dice for Dumbo. That is the Dumbo dice. Because yes, last we saw you all making your way through a new world, a new realm. Merlin having shunted you here to save your lives, but now a bit trapped until you can find the sword Excalibur, this insanely fun magic item, but it is trapped in Tartarus. Arthur, you got Arthur on your side though, talking to the king of this world. It's odd meeting your doppelganger and him being royalty when you're not. And it's not like you can't be, but it's that kind of weird. But thankfully, King Arthur is pretty cool and giving you some of his armor to help you guys out and some insight into a friend of his, Princess Sultana Jasmine. The Sultana, of course, having met with her, isn't going to immediately bring you guys into Tartarus due to Asmodeus, if you're not worthy, Asmodeus protects some pretty big secrets and might just insta-smite you. It wouldn't be fair of me as DM to just auto-kill characters with Asmodeus. So she has devised a fun little test. There is a short sword that a friend of hers carries, this Loxodon man, that if you can get it back from him, she will help you guys out. Or rather, she will personally help you out. There's still stuff she can do,
That's the risk of having shit you shouldn't have. Someone could always find out. Professional risk of rogues.
A professional. It's an occupational hazard. As we begin, you guys all making your way into the Agrabah Palace. Artie, you are posing as King Arthur this evening. Nathan, you are as Kai, the bodyguard for the King Arthur. Shelby, as Entrapta, you are posing just as a dignitary, another princess, just in that, like...
Do I get a big ball gown?
If you want to, yeah.
Yes!
I would actually say, technically, being an Agrabah, it's not so much a ball gown as we would think that more 18th century. Think more 15th century, more, I almost want to say, it's more like Indian than Iranian. It's that very beautiful with the orange and purple sash right now. So it's not more. It's a very satin silk gowns is what Jasmine really has access to here. With Poe and Hordak being well and truly hidden
panda in the background.
You're my bodyguard.
In the background, in the shadows, to be able to do stuff while
I'm
waiting.
literally a noodle right now.
Noodles.
I don't have my armor.
You are a
All the noodles.
A noodle with blue hair.
Indeed, we will now jump in. Let's pull up. We begin the night as hearing maybe just the whistling of the wind as dignitaries arrive, until eventually, landing down completely silently, is a large, imposing Loxodon.
okay.
As he lands, I will ask everyone to roll initiative.
Let's do this.
15 from Arthur. Did anyone get 20s or higher?
Dirty. I opened
Dirty.
the McDonald's app, rather
20.
to be honest, so I'm embarrassed.
So go ahead and roll for McChicken. If you get 18 or higher, that is a McChicken. Unfortunately, anything below her, you're only looking at a small fry.
Well, how about why am I rolling good initiative all of a sudden out of starting yesterday when I literally almost one-shot pitch black.
It was insane
Proteus.
that, yeah.
Anyway, that's a 17 initiative.
17 for Hordak. Kai?
And a 23.
5. And Entrapta.
1 second.
You're good. Yeah. Pulling up the modifiers. Because actually, would you quickly pull up Jasmine's sheet?
Yes. What do you need to know?
Her initiative modifier 17 for
Oh, she's got
Infractus.
great initiative because she has alert. Her initiative is +10. She
My
maxed out her
God.
dex and she has alert.
Jasmine, with a +10.
And she gets 2 turns in the first round because subclass
Indeed.
stuff.
So that means you'll be acting on initiative count 29 and 19. Good hell. And here we go. Dumbo will now roll initiative. As the Loxodon enters in, many different dignitaries you see are like immediately like welcoming. Imagineer Dumbo, like all coming up, bowing, different representatives speaking in different tongues. Oh wow, that's really good for Dumbo as well.
There's no way to go first when Dumbo's in the initiative.
Dumbo, that is a 25 initiative. So Jasmine will act first.
Okay, you're the only person.
The
Oh
only
yeah,
person.
just because full thief rogue.
Yeah, Dumbo's only level 18.
Dumbo
Yeah.
enters the room, and immediately all of you realize he is.
His classes
feels
have changed
worse.
so much.
Well, he's died so many times.
Yes,
Exactly.
he keeps dying.
He
Well,
has to keep remaking himself.
Stop dying so much.
Dumbo
Why are
enters
you
the
dying?
room,
You and
Why are you
Cricket
dying?
dying.
I don't know.
simply
Trevor, Dumbo.
bows to all the dignitaries, doesn't say a word, stands up, and keeps walking in.
He doesn't speak.
Um,
He doesn't speak.
Doesn't speak, yeah, entrapped as watching this large pachyderm just enter. Jasmine will approach. Now again, Jasmine has basically legendary resistances to offer. 3 chances during these large portions of, you've got 3 courses of dinner, an entertainment section, and a post-dinner talk where just Jasmine Dumbo will kind of take the room. Where at which point, like, being hidden Hordeco, you're good. But for anyone else wanting to stay, you'd either have to make bigger checks to, like, can I persuade to stay, or can I hide myself? But she's got 3 resistances to offer, just 3 redos of if something goes really wrong, try again. Jasmine will start then this initiative, entering in. You see she comes. I would like active perception checks from the entire party as Jasmine comes up and gives Dumbo a hug. Perception checks.
I got a 10.
Oh, okay, 19. That's better.
23.
Okay, plus 5 perception.
We're doing stuff Hordex good at finally. Oh,
Hey,
I have disadvantage.
August.
Never mind.
I got a natural
Oh, no.
13
Yeah, never mind.
plus
Ooh, natural
5.
Who do you want to observe more, Jasmine or Dumbo?
Dumbo.
Dumbo, okay. Plus-
I dropped from a 27 to a 16 because of disadvantage.
That's so sad.
So, did anyone get?
It's okay.
We'll
I
start
hate
with
this world. Sam doesn't.
Dumbo Slater. Did anyone get a 28?
I would have even succeeded at it if I tried.
28?
28.
Yeah, no, I was perfect.
Awesome. Did anyone get a? Oh no, because or 27. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus
poor
1
disadvantage
difference.
standard.
Because fun fact, Dumbo rolled a nat 1, but even with a
That's
nat
right,
1,
rogue.
it's still a 27.
10.
Same with
Holy
but
It's my
Jasmine.
best rogue feature.
Jasmine got
Dumbo is.
a total of.
I built him to be a skill monkey, and he turned into just being good at everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Jasmine got a
jack of all
31.
trades, he just became-
It is basically imperceptible. What I'll give on a nat 13 and Trapta, something happened. That's what scares you. Is like when they hugged, something occurred. You have no clue what.
I don't like that.
As they
love
both
that.
pull
the
away.
sword?
No,
No.
you see, as they pull away, Dumbo unfurls his trunk and reveals a small sapphire gemstone that was currently in Jasmine's headdress.
Oh,
And
dude.
Jasmine pulls out from behind her back a twin blade dagger that seems to be able to cut open. And they both kind of nod, hand it back to each other. As they both do that, I will say you still won't know the full extent of what happened, but it did look like one of those, that's how they said hello. As we begin then,
I love
Jasmine
that
and
for them so
Dumbo
much.
take their turns at the start of this dinner. The first course will start being revealed. As what you notice is bringing out beautiful, there's a lot of saffron rice, some excellent smelling curries, and also just some like kebabbed vegetables, all on these like intricate golden twined steaks that are being set out, and everyone starts eating, having a good time. We will enter now into some of our players. Poe, you act first out of the group. You are hidden, so you and Hordak can communicate freely since you're both hidden. You have that kind of...
Are
but
they?
Yes. Well, Jasmine helped. Like, it would have been impossible if Jasmine didn't give them, like, basically
A free
full ghillie suits and free hide actions.
We
stuff.
are the walls.
Right. Put them literally into the walls to help.
Pulls the chair and accidentally sit on him.
Yeah, right? Like, wow, this, like, panda chair's a little lumpy.
It's like you hear this squeak.
So, but to communicate with the rest of the party more openly, you're gonna need either like message cantrips or other subtle ways of speaking.
I have message.
Excellent. So you'll have to wait till about Hordak's turn mid-initiative, but
Yeah.
that's how you can
And
like
that is an action. Though.
get out in it.
The problem is, I also have message, but I have no idea where you guys are, right?
So you're gonna need them to talk to you
Start,
first, so
yeah.
you get the ping and go, and now I can respond.
So,
So Poe, you're starting.
what do we do?
There's a lot of actions. The end goal is getting the sword,
That's a good idea.
right?
Do we know what sword, or we just know it's a sword?
It's
No,
a
I know it's
short
just a
sword
short
that Dumbo will have on his
Okay.
person. Apparently, Dumbo
So-
never lets it go.
Okay.
So,
Because bad things would happen if you did.
Should
Very
I-
bad
You
things.
shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
should I hold my action? In that case, if you're gonna try that.
You could hold an action. What would you like to hold it for specifically, then?
Well, but never mind. We need to know where this sword is first on his person. Can I try to like use perception to see where is it?
Yes. So your action. This will be a perception check. To
And,
just like observe this giant
where
elephant.
is the sword?
Where is the sword?
That is a 19 plus 6, 25.
25 beats the DC 25.
Bro!
As you look, the large pachyderm sits, this elephant sitting now cross-legged amongst, it is a very Last Supper looking thing from what you can see, with an elephant kind of in the middle of all the because everyone wants to sit next to Dumbo.
Who's leaning on his shoulder?
Jasmine, most of these dignitaries are either like lords or ladies of Agrabah or people of the Shrine Nation. They know Jasmine. When Dumbo comes to town, it's like, well, we'd love to sit next to this famed Imagineer that we don't see very often. So Dumbo is sitting kind of in the middle, and even sitting, there is still a good 5.5, 6 feet of height, right? Dumbo has a good 3.5 foot leg, but like still that like, wow, he's tall. As Dumbo sits, you can see he is like every so often he keeps his trunk very much to himself, and his hands just every so often will go out, pick up a piece of food, and start eating very softly. As Poe, you're noticing people are talking to Dumbo. You see dignitaries will look over. Imagineer Dumbo, we have a proposition. There has been reports of large worms that we would love for you to take a look at. We were thinking of corralling the worms, seeing if they could be useful for our city. And you see Dumbo doesn't respond, just nods. And Poe, as you're
Like
watching,
Understands common.
you're watching. Eventually, you look down at his side.
This is Gus's first experience.
There is a singular dagger at his side. And you realize this is the dagger Jasmine stole in the beginning. That looks like it can split in two. You're noticing that, and you're noticing on his feet, there's these intricate sandals. Both the dagger and the sandal seem to have the same winged caduceus little staff, which you noticed from the temple you guys arrived at. Whatever god that was, this figure seems to have some affiliation towards.
Travel. Oh no.
Traveling, everything. You start doing then that big scan on 25, you barely start to notice the figure is hiding a lot that normal people could never see. What should be his ears are so much larger than you thought. What were like elephant's ears, you realize wrap down and are hidden amongst the cloth of his normal travel cloak. And you're starting to notice the subtleties of the ears that are just kind of like compact around his body. There's just enough bulge. You're realizing he has so many items hidden beneath him, and it's not just that they're being hidden by his clothing. He physically, his ears are keeping a lot hidden. If he has a short sword on him, it would be right along his back, right where the ears both overlap, perfectly there, because nothing physically nor magically could move that without him physically feeling it.
Back right.
Because his ears are covering it, almost like a wraparound.
Is
Okay.
he ticklish?
I would give you then passive. So if his ears were out, obviously he wouldn't feel it. But it's while in this more passive state, that's where it is, Poe. It's gotta be there.
It has to be in the ears. That narrows it.
Has to be in the ears along the back.
Okay, I'm going to relay this information to Hordax.
Okay, free action, just
Most likely
tell Hordax.
his ears wrapped along his back, seeing as how he's got kind of large ears. But then again, how do we get him to unfurl the ears?
As Hordak, you're on deck in Trapta. At this dinner, again, everyone talking, you see a lot of people explaining how it's been a very dry season out in the Westlands, but thanks to the new irrigation systems, we have seen a great increase in crop. And a couple people are starting to politely talk to you, just like, so, are you a friend of the Sultana?
Yeah. We go way back.
Oh, interesting. Are you one of the Imagineers or of the Thieves Guild, then?
Neither. Actually, I made her a couple toys when we were growing up, and I pull out just like this little robotic mouse as it like swirls around and.
Little back mouse. Now, here's what I'll say in Trapta. As we kind of roleplay it, what would you like to do for your turn as you're sitting at this dinner
I'm gonna
table?
cast Bless on
Ooh.
Arthur, on Hordak, and Poe. And myself.
Arthur, Hordak, Poe, and yourself. So an upcast. So just everyone but Kai, but it's here's what I have to
That's
check.
okay. I'm being cool bouncer.
Because it requires a verbal, somatic, and material component. It doesn't require touch, is thankfully the good thing. I would ask
Oh,
you.
I gotta figure out how to disguise what I'm saying, don't I?
We're gonna call this. You can either make this a deception check, something of you're trying to not deceive in that sense of like I'm lying through my teeth, but you are trying to just keep a low cover. It's a deception of don't look at my true form, or this could be stealth. If you're thinking of like I would rather just like as I kind of put out bless, very much keep it in that general like. What's the word? Or excuse me, I think I swapped it. Stealth is that like, don't look too closely at me. I'm just like a person. Deception of like, I'm giving bless kind of outward in that gift. Like, it's that like, yeah, they might see it, but I'm deceiving them of like, I am blessing the High King. Like, I'm giving a bless to people.
Are you dressed as the High King right now?
He's dressed as King Arthur, High King. So it's that like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, a deception would be more that like, I am trying to give a gift of magical bless because like he might see, but or you could do a stealth of like I am keeping this very low brow because even if you see it, it's because I'm just doing it just to be myself. I'm not doing this because of a nefarious purpose.
Oh my god.
We're going against
So-
Dumbo's
I am going to do stealth.
Stealth. Okay.
Please.
Right?
Dear Lord, that's a 19 plus 2.
It's a 20.
So everyone but Dumbo will be fooled.
A 21. Here's what you need to know. We have just encountered one of the big things. Passive stats only work when you're not in combat.
Okay.
Meaning, Dumbo, unless you're doing things to actively hurt, thankfully Bless is not one of them,
No.
This is not going up against that insane passive perception. Because you are not... If you were trying to hide from Dumbo, like, again, I don't want to say antagonistic, but, like, if you are acting against him, that's when passive perceptions, a lot of passive stats go off. You are an initiative, meaning Dumbo has yet to start doing anything. The DC for this was 20. So this is a pass because we have started dinner, and Dumbo and Jasmine's first actions were against each other. That's where, and now that is part entrapped. I'll give you this kind of free knowledge passively from this. So you must be aware, though, on their turns, it could be wise to make actions to figure out what he's focusing on. Because that's going to help tell you what the actual checks you could even think to make would be. Because if he's focusing on you, there's no chance.
Yeah.
But if he is starting to listen to the group, he made his big checks with Jasmine, he's starting to eat. Thankfully, right now, his more active attention is not on you. The bless will go off.
It's a terrifying, like, line of sight of 31.
Exactly. Like, think like Beholder Ray,
He
like, and it's here now.
Sees everything. He sees your childhood.
That's very lucky though, because if you do have someone in the party who can make those checks of who's he looking at right now,
Exactly.
it's like
Well,
the
and that's
Eye
where,
of
like-
That's my
Mordor.
detect thoughts thing.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
So,
going to be doing.
in
Exactly. We've got the
Trapdoor,
Eye of Sauron weighted
Bless
this way,
goes
so we can do
off.
stuff over
A
here.
couple bless. Kai, you don't get the bless,
Make
but
him
again,
blind to
you
all
got-
else
okay.
that moves.
I'm being cool boy now.
Again, it's a guard, and,
And
you
also,
will notice,
like-
Kai, there are other guards. They're again, the Sultana's rules are you are allowed to eat. It's not like you have to sit there,
Yeah.
and so you will notice other dignitaries do have guards that are sitting, maybe not right up to the table, but in that like 2 feet behind them. They have a plate where they're able to eat and converse.
I think I'll be behind Arthur, kind of like that meme where it's just the guy like behind in front, and then the guy behind like.
Yeah, the full
What's the
meme, full Undertaker, WWE.
Yeah.
Entrapta, your turn goes off. As Hordak, you and Poe feel the bless go off.
Bamf out detect thoughts, not probing. Just getting surface level to try to determine where his focus will be.
Detect thoughts goes off.
Using my gifts arise
You're
psionics.
so
So I
clever,
can go into spell slots.
Ooh.
smart as hell.
Oh yeah, of course he's.
You initially will learn the surface thoughts of the creature. This is crazy. Sam is detecting thoughts on his character. Dumbo is sitting here, and his first thoughts, the very first thing in your mind, this is a rather good plum. As Dumbo is finishing eating, I don't know if I want to look into worms, but I do have time. But maybe I'll go back to the mountain. Are there any other kebabs left? Right now, thankfully, his first attention is on the food. He has started this meal of like, let me start by eating, because again, this is a 3-course dinner. This is the first, and so you definitely get that feeling of like, he's getting the food out of the way. Maybe not like eat to fill, but that like, let me eat, because then he can start more being part of the conversation.
Gotcha.
It's a tactic some people use of like, if I just kind of eat quick first and then I can talk in a dinner party, rather than let me talk and eat and talk and eat and talk and eat, and at the end of that you go, oh, well, I didn't really talk or eat. So you will know, yes, Dumbo right now
Nathan,
is more
I made
focused
it.
on,
Throwing it
he's
in
kind of
the
feeding
group.
himself and very passively talking to others.
Gotcha.
No one in particular yet.
Okay, I'll just keep that detect thoughts up the entire time, and I can start, thankfully, because now that it's passively going,
Yep.
I can start messaging on my turns.
Yes, so now you can start messaging, you get that off. Arthur, people are talking to you as you are the High King. There's many different, you see one man, he has like beautiful double nose ring with the link into the ear, very like dark hair, dark eyes. High King, I must ask you, we have noticed some trouble with raiders near our city. We are about 5 miles into the desert from here, close to the old Cave of Wonders. We think perhaps this could be old 40 Thieves bandits. What would you suggest?
I'd suggest to just listen to Sultan Jasmine at all costs and She'll guide you guys on what's best for this region.
Go ahead. This isn't your actual action, but go ahead. We're gonna make a charisma.
This is not only Gus trying to do a British accent, but
Artie,
trying to impress
Gus playing Artie playing Arthur. Like, I am trying a British accent.
Arthurception.
Why did this Arthur have to have a British accent?
Okay.
Why couldn't he
So
talk
go ahead,
normal?
give me a charisma check. It's going to be diplomacy check, so you're not going to add anything but your charisma for now.
Sam, when I was doing like Dumbo's voice, it's like, okay, is this Dumbo or is this Sam? I couldn't help but think Sam was just like,
You
I don't
see
really
this
wanna
man
do
just-
that right now.
Yes, I suppose I could ask the Sultana for her opinions. And I will say passively, you'd probably have to insight him more directly. It seems that more of like, all right, that's, I guess if you don't want to answer me, maybe not like in a mean way, but it's not like, I get it.
Arthur answered, and he straight up just started eating again.
Eating again.
He's
Artie,
focused on the
So it's
food.
the sense of like he's not here for business right now. He's just enjoying the food.
as you start enjoying the food, go ahead, what would you like to do for your turn then? As people are starting to talk again.
Detect magic.
Detect magic. I love it.
Yes.
Detect magic goes off. It's
I want
a
to focus on the big elephant.
What's his
Oh,
deal?
no.
big elephant in the room.
There's an elephant.
Go
in the
ahead.
room.
We'd like
Once
to impress
again,
the elephant on the room.
You are going to
Brought
have to
Happy
kind of like what Entrapped did, but it's a little. I will say it's a different DC. Because again, you can either stealth this, just like I'm doing this kind of passively, don't worry about it, or you can make a deception of like this is a like I'm just kind of doing this to do this.
August, can I give him the help action?
Unfortunately, you do act after in the initial right now, so it's gonna have to
Okay.
wait
And I
till.
have
Okay, cool.
The blessing doesn't go for that.
Bless does help
Oh,
with
it does.
this.
So it's a D4.
Bless does help.
A D4.
You've got a D4 to add in.
And I can do deception or stealth.
Deception or stealth. Different DCs for both.
I'm gonna run deception.
Run deception like this is just kind of what I do. Go for it.
That I've taken up magic.
Arthur is not doing no
20, but not natural.
Well,
synthetic.
Synthetic
it'd be a fun
20.
party trick, you know?
Oh no, sorry, 21.
DC 20. As actually, it would have been a bit easier to stealth, you think, because deception. It's while you do it, I will give you. Right, this already isn't magical, but thankfully, you kind of just passively do it. The elephant doesn't seem to notice or mind. As detect magic goes off, there's a lot you could get. First things first, because you're also sensing any magic within 30 feet of you.
Headache.
The Sultana has twin daggers at her side that are both highly magical. The stone in her turban is highly magical. A lot of magic on her, a lot of magic items. The rug at her feet is a highly magical. I almost said transportation magic. That's not the word. Abjurative. That protection, flying. Just flying carpet. Yeah. As it kind of goes off, some dignitaries have minor magic, not nearly as powerful. For example, the man that was talking to you, you see his ring has actually a slight magic to it. The chain that goes across, he has some magic there. You're getting kind of bits of magic around the table. But just like the Sultana, Dumbo seems to have a lot of magic to him. Glowing so brightly is the daggers and the shoes. That's some high bright magic. Some high, what we could call legendary level items, right? There are a bit of other magics, kind of like Poe was realizing along his back, just different sides that are well hidden by his just stature. But you will notice blinding, powerful magic in a singular line in the shape of a sword down his back.
Okay.
Brighter than even the shoes the sandals he wears, or the daggers. The last thing I will give you is the ring Dumbo wears is very magical as well, but it more would go sword, shoes, and daggers, ring in terms of that kind of like intensity.
Okay. But I'm able to discern that the shoe has a dagger and the sword is the thing on his back.
Yeah. As detect magic goes off, Arthur, you kind of eating your food, that detect magic go off, you're just slowly looking around, people begin talking, and Kai, no one's really talking to you, but this is a good thing.
Yeah.
As you're able to more just have a better chance to do what you want without being interrupted. What would you like to do on your turn?
Oh gosh, because originally I was thinking of doing like, I don't know, a thieves' cant thing, but I'm in a city of thieves.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows thieves' cant. It's like
Well, they
English.
might not know our thieves can't.
Translation differences.
Can I do an insight check on that? Actually?
Yes, you may.
Oh, thank you.
It's passive insight. Yeah, not your full action, but it's
Passive
that.
insight? Okay. My passive insight is a 12.
12.
Like,
If-
could I still roll for insight though?
If you want to roll, it would become an action as well, I will say.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Passively, your thought is, if our gold is their copper, and if metals in places, our thieves' cant could be a different language. That could be basically something unheard of to them. I'll say it's not a high enough passive insight to get a true, like, oh, this has got to be different. But it's a choice.
Oh gosh. Because other than that, like, I don't know what else I could do other than giving help actions. Because I'm just being big bodyguard right now. So.
Be the bodyguard.
So I think for right now I'll just hold my action to give a help action to someone. So,
A party help action.
Yeah,
It'll probably have to be artier and trapped unless these
Yeah,
two
that
do some.
makes more sense.
Yeah, so it's that smart of like you've got now this kind of passive like this could be a help. Let me hold, just like try to give some advantages to my party, see what's gonna happen. As Kai, at the end of your turn, you finish up your plate, and the first meal is finished.
We got two more.
And the after show, and then
The chit chat. But let's not try to cut dinner short doing anything stupid.
That's very fair. The second
Dumbo likes his food.
course comes out, you're noticing beautiful salads, pita breads, and falafel. A lot of like real finger foods again. There's actually what you're noticing some beautiful preserved lemons, right? Like a bit of that sweetness, not true desserty yet, but that kind of fun meal. As also drinks are starting to come out. A lot of different coffees and teas. Still some waters chilled if people need it, but you know there's that great like Artie, you're getting that like very that's a delicious mint tea. Entrapped this like very like strong
I only
Arabic
drink
coffees.
fizzy beverages.
If you want fizzy beverages, you can ask. They can get you some magically prestidigitated water.
Yes, please.
They will get that for you. As
And tiny foods.
back to the top of the order, we begin with Jasmine. Jasmine is going to start her turn. She's going to offer the help action by way of trying to get Dumbo's attention. She's going to try to engage maybe a bit of a passive conversation with him. But let's see if it works. So here we go. Here's my Jasmine dice. That's my story dice, and this is Dumbo. Jasmine is going to make her persuasion check. Ooh, that's alright. She's gonna have to take the passive on that. So that's not great. It's only an 11. Dumbo with a 16 doesn't work. It would have offered some advantages or disadvantages for more basic checks. You see Jasmine
Doesn't she
just...
get the rogue fail thing? Because she's proficient?
Oh, you are proficient? I have an old sheet then. Can you...
Wait a minute, I have an idea.
Yeah, your
Steal his
persuasion
shoe.
check...
17?
That would be a 17,
can't-
not an 11.
So
I looked it
that
up
way
because I was
he
like, that
can't
doesn't
catch
sound
us.
right.
Pardon?
It's
Pardon?
just like, I'm a level
Do you want-
20. Do you think I roll that low?
Yeah,
A
my
seven-
last feat I took was skilled, so that's probably
A
what changed
17, but Dumbo did roll a 16, which is going to give the 32. Dumbo's, you see, and it's no
That's an
disrespect, but again, that's his, like, active when he needs to roll. It's kind of that, like, as people are talking, Jasmine strikes up conversation, starting to, like, how was the journey? And you see Dumbo kind of, like, looks up, and some of that detect thoughts just, like, it was fine. But Dumbo doesn't say this. You see he simply just shrugs. As the meal comes out, unfortunately, Jasmine is not able to capture some of that attention. It is now Dumbo's turn.
Do you want me to send you my more recent sheet?
Please do. Yeah, I thought I had that updated.
Could you, August?
Dumbo kind of stops, turns to you, Arthur. And Artie, he's going to ask you a question.
He speaks.
He will speak. You see, he kind of leans in, and the table, while maybe like 10 feet across, these large elephant eyes look into you. Yeah, holding the fork and knife, shaking to all hell. Dumbo leans, and with a softest voice whisper that seems to just travel only to you. Like to anyone else,
This
you
is
kind
very
of
much Last
hear him
Supper.
talk, but it's so soft. Simply leans. How fares Magencia?
He's gonna answer that question.
Artie's gonna go.
Give it away!
Go
No,
ahead.
he could get away with that. Arthur's a derpy little dude.
Arthur's a
Does
good
Anya's,
dude.
does
Our
Anya's
Arthur
Arthur?
is actually kind of cooler than.
Full of food in his
Yeah.
mouth. So he's
Full of
just gonna
food, yeah. Take a big bite. Go ahead.
That's smart.
We're going to call this a deception
We're all
check.
panicking.
We're like,
As
Dumbo asks the
Deception?
question, he gets answers whether you like it or
deception.
not.
Help action.
help action.
Help action.
So, advantage.
Advantage. I will let you
with
know
blessing.
with bless.
Yes, because you're blessed.
What is your bonus to deception right now?
+3.
Oh
Plus
no.
Okay.
You could not 20 it.
You have advantage and a bless.
It's okay.
Statistically,
My
you
deception is a plus.
Because again, there are certain things that could or couldn't happen.
It's a 23.
A
That's
20.
not bad.
that's not
Here
bad.
you go.
It's not
Thank you
terrible.
for the advantage.
You are
Because
welcome.
Dumbo is not making an insight
Oh,
into
you lucky
That
son of a
is-
gun.
He's not inciting you.
That worried
Yes,
us.
you know what his plus to insight is?
Proceed.
No.
16.
Oh.
As he is instead. Oh, there we go. I just accidentally refreshed the page. So
Are
it's
you
a
ready?
plus.
His lowest ability
Initiative.
check is a +3,
And it's
and it's on deception and
19.
intimidation.
Because
I see it though.
this is
His
a.
best is definitely stealth at plus
Oh,
17.
but with advantage. Okay. It does have advantage with this.
What is he doing?
Okay. So that is.
He's either doing investigation or perception or survival, because that's what he has advantage on.
I don't like it.
Plus.
I'm gonna stop talking.
That
Please.
is
No, please.
Ignorance is
a
bliss.
20.
Oh.
Okay. As he nods, sits back, grabs a falafel, starts eating it. Artie, his full attention's on you. But that was his turn. You know it's like passive. Like, he is asking you just... You're the High King. He wanted to talk to you right now. This is the next part. Because he did his big talking, so it's now... Or big eating, so now it's at... Now I can talk. Poe, you begin the party. As Dumbo is speaking with King Arthur.
His attention is on Arthur. Are you thinking anything shenanery-wise in your turn?
I was just gonna message that his attention was on Arthur.
I think we know.
Okay. If
Do you
everyone
want me to
we
share?
know,
Because we can
He's
we can
just
play
not-
it.
Yeah, you guys can
my
talk.
idea is to
He's just like,
hold
"Put tall
the
Larson on."
steal action till the end of the round. So if anyone else has any last minute,
The only person
what
who
to
could
do.
possibly even manage it, because I have disadvantage on stuff like that.
Wait, with what?
Boy, you guys don't know what I have under my sleeves.
We'll
What-
see. So here's the thing, Poe. What would you like to do for your turn?
well,
Wait, show me.
I've got
Snatching something.
no,
In my sleight of hand is a +2.
I've got no magic to speak
So
of.
it's either me or Poe.
So
No magic to speak of,
Wait,
but you can still make other
wait.
checks to like
No,
help.
snatching it off of a stealth.
Oh,
sleight
yeah.
of hand. Yeah.
I'm currently hitting. I want to hold my sleight of hand
Okay.
because I think if his full attention is on Artie, the best chance we
If
have at
it's
stealing
possible,
it is when
like,
his back
I
is
like
turned.
it. So it's you're holding a sleight of hand because yeah, it could go because even fun fact in D&D, If it goes off, you still actually get the choice, which is wild. I mean, because usually you never like give up a held action, but it could be that if it goes off and I could ask, and you could still say, "Ooh, wait, no, I don't. It's too risky."
That's my thought.
In which case, you're holding a sleight of hand to like, okay, this
And I'm
could
gonna
be
relay
an
this to
opportunity.
Hordak. I'm like, hey, I think it's go time. He's focused on Artie.
Here's then Entrapta. Is your turn. As people are talking now, you see this woman kind of looks at you. You see she's definitely like not from Agrabah. She's got that much more like dirty blonde hair and green eye look. So, what kingdom or city do you fare from?
Entrapta's terrible at lying. She's gonna say it. I'm from Drill.
Interesting. I'm gonna make a passive
Just say
check.
interplanar.
Passive.
Oh, Dumbo knows the most.
Tell me what kind of turns.
I'm sorry!
You don't know if
Entrapta's
full
terrible
attention
at
is
lying.
turned
No,
yet.
to
Wait,
be
buddy.
fair-
serious level
To be
thoughts.
fair, this could be a good thing, because if he then gets curious about this interplanar person and like, why are you
But you say,
surface,
I'm
then
from the
you're
kingdom of
distracting
Drill.
him from the rest of the party.
You get the distinct impression there's probably no drill in Dazania.
We get surface level thoughts.
Because you see this little...
I will, yeah.
Wonderful.
I know,
What is your kingdom's export? What do you do there?
Technology.
Ah. Go ahead. What would you like to do for your action?
I don't
And again,
know.
you don't know
I
yet.
don't know.
That's where someone would have to make an action. Was it enough to like? Is his attention still with Arthur,
I
or
am
did
going
it?
to
turn?
Hold or help. Those are the two.
Hold or
things.
help.
I'm gonna hold an accidental catapult. I'm gonna accidentally like smack my fork and launch some food at someone.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Like,
I like
I'm
Bad
clumsy.
catapults. Because I'm like thinking, wait, you're not bringing like Emily into this. are
And
you?
now we turn.
Oh,
Tchaikovsky
gosh.
would be proud.
So,
I'm
Entrapta,
a
you do
fire
that.
blaze.
Hordak. What would you like to do?
I am going to. So with the passive detect thoughts, I'm gonna try to just
Kind of push.
gather.
Just gather. As Dumbo, I do hope Magencia is doing well, but they do have powerful mages there. I've never heard of Drill. Is this a new kingdom? I could ask the king about it. As passively, you will now know his attention is still with Arthur, as he definitely noted this strange new land name, but it's still that like tying back into he seems to be more with Arthur.
Okay. In that case, action-wise, okay. So, Imp is going to use his action
Okay.
to turn invisible.
Okay.
And then I will use my action through Imp's reaction in sort of a preparatory thing, just in case, to go cast Fly, because it's a range of touch, on Kai.
Okay.
Oh no, Fly's concentration. Fetch. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ignore me, I was gonna set up in case we needed to do something shenanigan.
Yeet out.
We need to chase.
Yeet the cow.
Do you guys want me to identify anything?
Well, you have to touch
Well,
stuff,
we-
don't you?
We know where it is.
We kind of know what
Okay.
what it looks like, and it's very powerful.
I think
but,
what we need to know is, can we do this without dying?
Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my action to cast comprehend languages on myself so that I can understand the literal meaning of any spoken language I hear. And it's not concentration. So that way when I probe,
What about message?
I can
Smart.
hear everything. They know Artie's
They probably
attention.
know. So yeah, I like it though. So
Yeah.
comprehend languages, that's pretty helpful.
Maybe with the thieves can't going on. And I'm gonna widen my probing out a little bit to get surface levels of everyone within the range.
Okay.
Mostly Dumbo, but
Mostly Dumbo. The people around him, you're getting a lot of different, just like. It's such an honor to have an Imagineer. I hope I can get. I wonder if what's going on next for dinner. Oh, after this, I have a meeting. You will feel though detect thoughts probes outward, and we'll end your turn with this, and you get the slightest little ping, that whispering of all these different and when this goes on, this everything, and you get that ping of, I just need to wait till my assassin's in place.
Where?
You'll have to do it on your next turn.
Okay.
Because that was the end of the probe of someone's surface level. I'll wait till
gosh.
my assassin's in place.
Cool!
It's one of those things where it's just like, I should not be surprised,
And
but
yes,
I am.
This happens on the regular.
Gosh, dang,
As-
dude. Ugh.
First time getting
For
kidnapped. You
First
don't want
time.
people know that
First
we
time.
discontinue the punch card system.
Arthur, it's your turn. As Dumbo's eyes still are pretty on you, but you see he is just kind of snacking. Now again, he really did eat the first course, and he just snacking. It's a very polite thing, you think, trying some foods.
I could understand, as Artie with detect magic, that his ears were kind of hugging and protecting the sword, right?
I'd say enough. It's not it's behind, it's being covered by
Okay.
something.
So I have the knowledge that
It's on the bank.
we need his ears to be out of his robes, pretty much.
I mean, if you're looking, it's that okay, the sword's not being blocked by any big metals or lead or wood or dirt, but it's still under something, and checking out the ears okay, yeah, they definitely seem to go further in. So yeah, it's that elephant ear, because you have seen elephants or understand them, so it's yeah, they've got bigger ears to hide things, so if his ears were out, it would probably make way more sense than how to get the sword.
Artie's understanding of algebra is different than Gus's understanding of algebra, of course.
That's
but
so fine.
I imagine the place we're having dinner is an open space.
Very much so. Oh
Right.
yeah, there's open
That
village
is perfect. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to pull the biggest shenanigan I can right now to help you guys out. Artie's gonna lean forward and he's gonna look at Dumbo and say, "Do you hear that sparkling noise?" And under the table, I'm gonna cast 3 spheres from Merlin's ring, 120 feet away from us. 1 north, 1 east, 1 west, and use my bonus action to spin them.
You're prompting him to make an active perception.
For the orbs
For
of sparkling.
do you hear the
And I
sparkling
want
noises?
the energy bolts to be as small as I can, yet to be able to be heard.
What kind of like a dog whistle?
I
Kind of like a dog.
love it.
Dude.
Bro!
I love
And
it.
under the table, every bonus action I have, I'm just gonna be rotating those 30
Cool.
feet just on a constant
Here's what's
rotation.
amazing. He'll have to come on his turn, but you have done something to actively prompt because he has tension on you. So no need to persuade him to. See, Dumbo stops. Detect thoughts. What noise did he hear that I didn't?
What happened?
And Dumbo,
We're gaslighting again.
on his turn, may
I'm
do something.
gaslighting Dumbo.
Artie,
Terrible.
under the table, used his spell north, south, and east. 3 spheres of small, very condensed lightning. He's trying to prompt Dumbo to make a perception check where Dumbo might pull out his ears to do.
A big.
Scanning.
Here
Basically,
comes
they're
Artie.
satellites.
I
Dude,
will
got his
need.
personal echolocation.
You're gonna hold something. We'll make the roll when we come to it. That's Kai. You gave your held action very successfully, of course.
Thank you.
What would you like to do for this turn, Kai? As you're noticing, Artie says this.
I said it out loud, but I was like, Dumbo, do you hear this?
Very soft.
You see other people maybe kind of passively hear that and just go, huh, yeah, that's something he can do. Oh yes, the Imagineer. No one else is very
I
yeah,
just
no one's
imagine
trying.
he's good at
What?
doing
It's
stuff.
breaking
Good
full
call.
decorum and calling
What?
attention to it. So Kai, as you're watching this, what's your thought?
Okay.
Oh,
go
sorry.
Very
Just
good.
for for Kai's sake, since he's close enough, he saw me doing the hand
Yeah,
gesture, so
because
you know what's going on. 'cause
So
you've seen this.
you
video.
saw the
I
right.
will say I would help with the deception, but I literally have a +0 to my deception, so it's just I
You're
don't think
fine.
that's gonna help.
It's your constitution. Eating contest.
Just start
Yeah.
eating.
Everything is in my constitution and strength, dude.
It's
The
all
one
good,
time
it's
a
all good.
barbarian is not helpful. Oh gosh. Gosh dang. question. So, even though he's letting everything go, I have one of these guys that has the ability for camouflage.
You do.
And it's... But, does it technically work because it's technically initiative and...
It does, because it's a bonus action for you to summon.
Oh, okay. So, how would that work, honestly? Like, if I were to use camouflage, because it, like, you know, you just automatically see this green thing and then gone.
So, yes, it's what it would probably be, like, kind of that just normal knowledge. To send him out would probably have to immediately be some form of stealth check. Like, there's really no other way to cut it of, like, I'm trying to send this thing out, which, once it's out, it can camo, but until then, there's a big green animal appearing.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to have to stealthily do it.
Right.
You would know, again, Dumbo's focusing on Artie right now, so you would have a chance to stealthily send him out, but it's stealth check nonetheless.
Okay. I do have a shenanigan idea. So basically, like, he goes to one of those spots where that whistling noise is.
Okay.
So it's just like, if he does find that thing first, it's just like, oh, there must be 3 more and all that.
So you're going to leave the dinner, or just in that, like, stand and just walk out.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
aren't there
gosh.
shrubbery or green or like plant life?
There's plants here. You know, there's hanging vine that twists around little bits.
Try to they're gonna go to the desert, so it'll be enough. But
Enough because we're in the palace. These are like, and here's the plants we keep here because they're really nice that we want to have.
Because it can only, like, go up to, like, 15 feet away from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you would probably have to use your full movement to start really getting out of there.
Oh, gosh. I feel like that would be superstitious. It's like, you're his bodyguard. Why you leave?
Do you hear that? The bodyguard walks away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would make sense, right? If the king is worried about something, his personal bodyguard might check it out.
Or might stand at guard.
What's the thoughts, Kai?
Gosh.
just focusing on Artie. Put it down to me, probably.
Probably 6
Okay, screw it. I'm going to do, like, I'm gonna talk to Artie and be like, I will go investigate.
So you whisper to King Arthur, I will go investigate. Stand up. You want to start walking?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your movement gets you pretty far out. You're going to make me a stealth check, but it's a much easier DC because you're no longer in this open pavilion where dinner's being held.
If we want to do this more distracted, I could be like, hey, you want to help me out? And you could.
While asking Dumbo to leave, but we need his ears open, is the thing.
True.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the ears.
Something tells me it's a DC 40 while
Okay,
the ears are in it.
screw it. Okay, I'll do the stealth check then.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
You got this, man.
That's a 15.
15 gets the DC 13 right now.
Oh my god.
Again, because you're
Okay.
not in the build. You walk to a
Right.
totally different room.
Oh man.
You send out full chameleon. Camo goes off. At the end of your turn, the lamb and pork that was being shaved off has finished. Everyone has eaten their fill of this main course. As finally the dessert course starts. Baklava and salab starts being brought out. Katiyaf, like all these different like fried desserts with puddings and bread. Delicious wines are being brought with, you know, those very like tart flavors that the sugar undercuts. As everything is brought out, Jasmine, beginning her turn, is going to offer... What's she going to offer? Because we're halfway through. Guess I've actually done a really good job not feeling big checks yet. She is going to instead offer another... Actually, she's going to offer a help action to RT to prompt that perception check on Dumbo's turn. Something big. She's going to offer the help action. Here we go. Being Dumbo's turn, Artie, you're going to make me a persuasion with advantage.
And a blessing still?
And a bless. Still blessed. Entrapta thankfully hasn't done any other concentration spell, or, I mean, it'd be wild if you got attacked right now. Persuasion. Gotta persuade him. 24.
Thank you,
Dumbo
Jasmine. So the other one was
stomps.
a natural 1.
Oh,
You see, he somehow
Well, I
straightens
succeeded,
just a
but-
little bit as he is going to perceive.
Oh no! Oh,
Wait
no!
a minute.
If he perceives,
He will find us.
He is going to make his perception check
He sits
with
still.
advantage.
He
As
has to move less than 90 feet in a turn to get advantage.
you guys
His-
know
We
what
just need who's supposed to steal that thing to steal
But-
that thing.
you guys know
his
what saved my
ears-
next of kin, right?
do slowly. Not enough to make a scene. They unfurl out from behind like a cape seemingly rolling out.
But he's
Until-
perceiving
That's
the
how he
way.
perceives.
He's
And they're
perceiving
party
as
assassins.
the ears are completely out. As he is very curious what Arthur has heard that he is not. With a rogue's reliable talent,
Two low numbers, okay.
a 4 and a 7.
Oh, wow.
Meaning the higher of the two is a 10 plus 16 for a 26.
oh my gosh.
Thankfully, Jasmine gave a 30 stealth to you two.
Oh,
Thank you.
I will say, if he had started actually rolling 15s or higher, that's where
We're dead.
you two in the walls would have been full found.
He's out. I can't go back to jail.
But on a 26, ears unfurl. Dumbo stops, doesn't move, doesn't do anything, and the ears just simply open slightly. There is an electrical interference north, south, and west. Giving you these. Would you like me to deal with this?
Wait, no, that's wrong. You said you didn't.
Sorry, north, south, and west.
That's where I put the.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard you say
Yeah.
east and not west, and you
Yeah, yeah.
excluded.
Or it may have
I
been east,
just,
but
no,
yes.
but also because I rotated them. Like they
Yeah.
started, but then they rotated.
Yes, so still the same way. Yes, Dumbo is confirming exactly.
I don't feel they're gonna be harmful, but just be aware of them, please, in case they approach.
Simply nods again.
Thank you.
As Dumbo takes his turn to actively perceive and thankfully rolled a 4 and a 7. The ears are unfurled. Poe. At this point, would you like to, before your turn, let your sleight of hand go off, or would you rather it be your turn to like take a different turn to like start doing other stuff?
Now, here's the question. The ears are unfurled. His attention's on Arthur, and we know it's on his back.
Actually, his attention is not on Arthur. He just made an active perception check. So until Hordak can detect thoughts, it could be on the orbs. It could be he could now be actively perceiving something else.
I'm gonna say no to the held action,
Okay.
and on my turn,
So your turn.
hold action again to steal. I'm playing
A different held action.
safe.
Yes, no worries. Play it very safe. Held action. Entrapta. It is your turn at dinner. Desserts are being offered. Unfortunately, this person still wants to talk to you about drill. Technology. So are you close to Sumani City, or is this a different area of the world?
You could say that, yeah. Different area. Very different. Very different.
Very different, yeah. As seemingly this person, very well. So what brings you here? As like she starts into that conversation. Trapta, you do have your turn though to make.
An accident. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I really honestly don't know what to do because have you told people there's an assassin?
I haven't had a turn to do so.
Exactly. It was just Hordax. I gave it on the end of the turn because it was that. And I'll finish my turn by stretching. I'm like, stretching, you say?
I'll still hold my action to accidentally catapult something at someone.
Okay. It's almost, if you're successful, it's offering advantage on something if we really need it.
Mm-hmm.
In Trapta, as you hold that, Hordak. It's your turn.
Okay.
Someone.
What?
Alright, so when I vamped up, with the nature of the spell, because technically the way vamping works is I just cycle through. So the last one I was on, which is where it currently is, was the assassin one.
Yes.
I'm going to look directly at that person, describe their appearance, please.
This person is a woman with dirty blonde hair, greenish eyes, currently talking to Entrapta. She has a smile on her face, and currently your detect thoughts are, I've never heard of drill. This could be an interesting place to check out. That's her surface level thoughts right now.
Cool. I would like her to make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, as I'm going to probe into her mind and learn everything.
She fails.
Okay.
Rats.
So I'm gonna.
This woman is a head lieutenant of the cult of the 40 Thieves. Having been sent here from a city-state out near Athens called Thebes, where she was stationed,
Okay.
they received word of this diplomatic dinner. Immediately took the chance because very quickly they found out the Sultana and Dumbo are in appearance, but those are not the targets. The High King, leader of the Imagineer, head of the entire free world, will be there, and this may be the only chance he is apparently not with his powerful mages.
The wrong one!
The plan is this.
I tried to kill the wrong one! Psych motherfucker!
All of the entertainment tonight are 40 Thieves members. They will begin their entire performance, invite the High King up at one point in the performance to be a part of the knife-throwing competition.
And a terrible accident's going to occur.
And the knife-throwing competition is going to go exactly correct.
Oh.
Because while Dumbo and Jasmine, of course, would be inciting and perceiving the knife throwers and everything, no one's going to notice a small needle that would prick the king on the board he would be strapped onto. Until after being rotated around like a centrifuge, the poison would work his body fast, and by the time he was off and the entire performance was done, he would have seconds before he died. At which point the needle would have been picked up by a member of the 40 Thieves. They would have packed up, and while the world mourns the loss of the king, the 40 Thieves would make their reemergence.
This is the metagame comment that
You have the
Arthur
message.
doesn't have super strong wizards with him. 'Cause I am.
I'm the wizard!
Strong wizard!
I'm the
I'm
strong
the wizard.
wizard! Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
Hordak, you
Her
get this.
message
This
can't
is the
be-
plan.
Yeah, it's an action to probe deeper.
Her whole plan is it wasn't action,
Yeah.
but now you know that's the whole plan. It's
However,
the full thing she's got going
here's
on.
the problem. Is now she knows I'm probing her mind.
Indeed.
However, she can't escape it, even if she leaves the range of the spell,
But she
unless
does.
she contests my intelligence and succeeds.
Wait,
So
so
she
she
knows
hidden.
there's someone digging in her mind?
She knows someone's probing into her mind. And
If
she
you
knows
probe
someone-
deeper, the
where
target
at?
must make a wisdom save throw.
Yes,
If you fail, you gain insight into its reasoning.
So the sun
If it
dignitary gets
succeeds,
super
this-
flustered
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
Dumbo starts
Either way, the
perceiving-
target knows you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention on the creature, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check, contested by your intelligence, to stop it.
So
She will know something's digging into her mind, but she can't see it.
Sweet.
This is you got a 30 stealth. While being a 40 Thieves cult leader,
Awesome.
she can't see whatever's happening to her, but she now knows someone's digging in, and so the immediate thought is, shit.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I only eat tiny foods.
Are you
and-
wearing armor?
No.
No. Do you know? Have I taught you mage armor yet?
No.
Okay, in that case, Imp is going to run over and mage armor on you.
But
Oh.
my armor only takes 5 minutes to put on because the
Yes.
armor Arthur gave me.
Because these are not true
Oh.
initiatives either. Like, there is time in between, so you could take the time for
You'd be
your
like,
next
I
action.
have to go to the restroom.
That goes on to August, but I would assume I would have my armor somewhere near.
It's
Okay.
not a lot. Like, even Dumbo's not full brigade armor right now, because this is
Yeah.
supposed to be a diplomatic dinner. Or there's guards for that right now. It's supposed to be a good time.
Alright.
So
In
what
that
I
case, Imp is going to hold his action to fly down and shock and grasp someone who attacks Arthur.
gotcha.
Can you feel it?
As
the
In
needle
What I-
giver.
we
No!
cut to Arthur's turn. Arthur, you know none of this plot on
is that?
apparently your life.
I'm gonna tell Poe, by the
Oh
way.
yes,
I'm
yes,
like,
he says.
hey, by
So
the way,
Poe and
this-
Poe and Hordak are like, shit. They think that's their Arthur, but this is our Arthur. Either
Shit.
way,
Shoot!
So I'm like, I'm going to tell him next turn. What should I tell the Sultan? What should I tell Dumbo?
who do we tell? Who do we tell?
I'm just like shaking.
Tell-
Poe. Tell one person.
And he's just this scrawny guy towards
In the
Bob.
walls, shaking a panda. Like, who do we tell? Sorry, Artie.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. That was a laugh.
I am going. Does the message spell break concentration?
Nope.
No.
This spell does not break concentration.
I'm gonna message Jasmine, and I'm going to say, I need your help on getting him to stand up but not move far away. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to position the spheres behind me and to both of my sides and approach a little bit, as in that
suddenly
might be
they
something
move
attacking Arthur.
and are moving in closer. That's terrifying. Yeah.
Dumbo's just gonna be like.
I mean, fun fact: if Dumbo needed to, he could get to all of them in one turn because that's why he's waiting on. So Artie, you're holding that like you message out to Jasmine, get him to stand up.
Because I think
You
it's
get
like
them ready.
the ears are out, so that's a little bit of a easier DC. But if someone's sitting down and you're trying to get something off their back, that's also something you can feel that in real life. So I would just assume.
In which case, Arthur, that is excellent. That'll bring it to Kai, because you got that right. Kai, you're outside getting this all ready. And Kai, because we're coming close on the end of dinner, again, all of the now wines and foods are being put away. The last of the, salab is being finished, these puddings. You're actually noticing light waters and hot chocolates are bringing out, like kind of after dinner drink. As this is all being brought, you also see entertainments here. Pretty cool looking troop, Kai. Nothing crazy with it. They seem to be just bringing. You could just like it's like a carnival troupe, right? They've got the flame eaters, the sword eaters, the knife throwers, the acrobatics, the like. Okay, they're loading in. They're getting ready. You're standing outside right now. What would you like to do?
so I see them pass by, yeah?
Yeah, because they're like bringing in their stuff, kind of talking like, okay, do you want to like go first tonight? How do we want to change up the act? They're talking about the act.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, make me an insight check.
Insight or perception, whatever works.
I think it'll be insight on these.
Okay, alright. That is a 19.
It was a DC 20.
Oh, come on.
Wait, don't.
Very close.
Okay.
Kai's the one
Dang
that didn't have less.
it.
Yeah.
As Kai, you watch them pass, performers. Turning back to the task at hand, you will miss how one of them had a singular bead of sweat on a rather cool. Nice. You won't notice, unfortunately. So Kai, because that was, I was gonna say, you were just checking. What would you like still your action? Because you could still like say like what doing something out here.
I guess overall, just using like the maybe one like because chameleon guy's still out.
Yeah.
Probably like kind of being away from it, but still in range, like along the wall, like it moves with the orb. And all that sort of stuff. One of them. What were the spots?
Oh, they're just like.
North,
Well,
north, south,
technically,
and
no.
west,
Now
but
they're
now
to my right, my left, and behind me, pretty much.
east, west, south now.
Yeah.
So basically swap.
If you're using me as
Because that way it's that like
way north.
they're not. They're coming up from behind Arthur and on either side now. So yeah. So getting to the wall, letting Chameleon also be close. Excellent.
I think what I will do is like I'm assuming there's like doors on east, west, south, and all that sort of stuff.
There's some doors. Most of it's pretty open, but yeah, doors to like different servants' quarters, kitchens, stuff like that.
So the one that's gonna, I'll go for west, and I'll be on the other side of the wall, so inside the room technically.
Smart.
While it's like still
Okay.
15 feet away from where the chameleon guy's at. And where the
I
orb
love
is.
it. That's clever.
So,
I
yeah.
like it. So you're getting up to that side. Very smart strategic positioning that's going to help lower some DCs there. Excellent stuff, Kai. Which will bring us to Jasmine's turn. Dinner has ended. Jasmine is going to help. One and all, let us stand, bring up, and prepare to retire for our entertainment. And you see she's doing that very careful. She's giving that second of pause where Dumbo will be standing. She's good. It's still a persuasion check of like, let's all stand. Wait till everyone stands, and then she'll say, now we retire. So here we go. Jasmine is making her persuasion check. That's here we go. Jasmine dice. Gotta love having great persuasion. That's a 17. Okay. Dumbo will make his insight. It's a nat 20. Jasmine's going to use a legendary resist for you guys, so Dumbo doesn't nat 20 it, but doesn't succeed. Just because that would have been... Dumbo would have gone nat 20... What's happening? Like, why are we standing? Why is nothing... Wait. Like, suddenly the elephant gets skittish. So instead of nat 20...
And then constantly all turns are perceiving.
Yeah, suddenly... Yeah, because the second
would've
you
been
put him
bad.
on that route, that's it.
We're gone.
So...
Because he can bonus action do it too, which is
Yeah.
gross.
Exactly.
I'm sorry,
so that's
what?
where I will... It's like, I don't mean to use it for you guys, but I didn't expect him to nat 20 that. So that's one of the resistance of just like, never mind. Never mind. I mean, we're to the entertainment and then final part of the evening. We're pretty close.
The
So
entertainment.
Okay so far.
we're doing okay. So Dumbo will stand.
No heist ever goes as planned.
He's standing. His ears are unfurled, but it's not as long as you might think. So it's not as easy of a DC because he's not just like gonna
Half a
stand there
second.
for a second.
God bless.
Would you like to try? This is gonna be in the box of doom.
Am I allowed to roll this dice?
Sure. Oh wait, is that the one we? No, obviously not the later one.
Hey, you said sure, though.
No. Hold on. I feel tricked. I feel duped.
It's like when
Swindle.
the fight, Proteus, I'm like,
Swindle. Why is there a
You
bunch of
promise.
sandwiches?
I said I'm gonna look.
Oh, that was
And
dead.
he
I
said,
just
yeah,
looked up.
that
I'm like,
gives you
where
the
did these
rest
come
of
from?
Promise.
Here, good show. I was
They
just
said
so worried that I'm
plus
like,
it was
did
from
I
Dumbo.
miss
Yeah,
us
that
like
was
bringing
stupid.
in something?
Okay, I've got a +7.
Fight.
So
Plus
if I
7. It's a plus
I'm
7.
not even-
We're
I'm
going
not
to
gonna roll
roll
that. I'm
a
rolling this.
d4 first to see what your total bonus is. It's a 1. So you have a plus 8. Here's what's helpful. You have, you have advantage from Entrapta because Entrapta can fire a catapult.
I'm gonna fire it at the woman that's been talking to her. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, so, I am
Oops.
so sorry.
Oh, that's a lot of sticky baklava on your nice dress. Like,
Let me just, and I like rub it.
you have advantage, but the DC's not terribly lowered. So we'll roll plus 8.
What's
That
he
doesn't
doing?
count,
Oh,
not the
trying to
box.
take sword?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't even see the rolls, so
Here we
thank
go.
you.
Plus 8. So 17. Plus 8, 25. And 25 does not beat the current DC. Legendary resist. As Poe arm reaches out, as Dumbo stomps and the ear flicks around and is about to touch a panda hand. As Jeb and return to the entertainment snaps your fingers as Poe instinctively. Whew, don't fail.
Oh,
25 doesn't.
Oh
I
my
have the
God.
DC set.
25?
25 doesn't hit it yet. As this is Dumbo, it's one of the hardest things to do.
Why could we have gone on a different fetch quest?
Why are we on this
To be fair, you guys wanted the big legendary sword.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, that's on me.
That's gone on already. Dumbo. That was your held action. That was Jasmine's turn. It is now Dumbo's turn.
I hate this music.
Dumbo stomps is now standing.
It's the like evil bell music, which I
Detect
don't think he's using for
thoughts.
now, but it's that instinctive anxiety.
I
because
know,
he's
yeah,
used it
I'm
for
sorry, yeah.
I'm getting flashbacks to having to run away in Santa's sleigh.
that.
The
Exactly.
detect thoughts
So even though it's not that,
come
it's
out.
the anxiety is there.
Yeah.
I do not wish to interrupt the entertainment. Let me fix this problem quickly. As Dumbo for his turn with 180 feet base movement,
That's without any
boom,
action.
like is suddenly just gone.
Oh, I couldn't even steal from him anyway.
Well, you could have because
You
it's
could've
before he
if
No,
was.
you
I wouldn't be
Friendship
grabbing
before
onto him
he-
while he was flying.
Yeah, as Dumbo,
I mean, powerful
immediately,
Bill carry 'cause we're full people.
because it's
Probably
each of them are
Yeah,
120
that's
feet
pretty
away, correct?
Yeah.
So on his first base movement, gets right up next to one.
Does he get 5 feet close to one?
He doesn't get within 5 feet.
Okay.
He's just getting within range where he can then his passives are gonna start just like, and there it is. Swings up, sees it. Dumbo for his turn is going to make an investigation check because he is very curious as to what this is.
I can't turn them off if it's not my turn.
Wait, are they not concentration?
They are, but
Oh, he has advantage on these. That's gross.
Oh.
I need to break my concentration.
I thought breaking concentration didn't cost an action.
Yeah.
No, it's for free. Yeah, you
It's
can,
for free?
You can freely
It's for
just
free.
end concentration.
Then as soon as he flew,
Smart.
I'm turning those
The
down.
second he gets close, turn off the light switch. Turn it off. Like a
Don't go
light
in
switch.
there.
Daddy.
Don't make that
Uh,
noise. Creaky creature. Turn the lights off.
Such a fun song. Before Dumbo can make a 24 investigation,
Thank you for letting me know it's free.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's literally any time. It says in the rules you can end concentration at any point.
Hasting your enemies is
Gets
such a fun maneuver.
almost
They
there,
have to be moving.
like 90 feet away. He's almost 30 feet. It's not like before he sees turn off.
Oh, you've turned to my side.
Dumbo stomps, sees nothing. His passive now telling him all the noise has stopped. Dumbo's suddenly back, 90 feet later. And Dumbo turns as you all watch servants bring in the tables and chairs, bringing out some of the more cushioned sitting areas to get ready for the entertainment.
Turn yet?
We're close.
Turn
That was
over,
Dumbo's
Arthur.
turn. And now it is anyone's guess what his attention's on, though. Because that was all Dumbo can really
It's not
do.
on my intention of me accidentally.
Oh no, Dumbo could do something.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna make a bonus action hide check.
No.
Because Dumbo is intrigued as to what just disappeared and is going to do this is where I'm gonna have to make a check. It's does he hide, but that would be a bit out of decorum. We're supposed to go watch a show. Because it's like a good Dumbo would do either like, well, I need to look into this, but my friends invited me here, let me not interrupt the evening. Or it's not like, I really should take care of this now. I'm sorry I have to miss a show. I'm gonna have to make a roll. Alright, he stays. Doesn't bonus action hide. Because I was like, it really was a 50-50 from like, still of like, he could, but it's not like, oh, I don't want to like ruin the evening, but I really should know what's going on. Dumbo's gonna wait. As Poe, that is your turn.
I'm just gonna take a minute.
Take that deep breath.
So, can't let Arthur know as soon as possible.
My thought process is if I tell the Sultana, she can perchance find the needle that's hiding on the spinning wheel and take it out before it can harm him. Because if we tell Arthur and then tell him not to go up, then we know
Hordak.
Artie is still going to be an idiot.
Hordak.
He has a very valid point.
Hordak, it is Entertainer's round. Jasmine and Dumbo have already taken their turns.
Yeah.
Meaning,
Tell him.
on Arthur's turn, he's about to be invited up on stage. As again, these are like these kind of longer rounds of like,
Got it.
you are watching flaming swords appear, eating of blades, like throwing through the air. Beautiful acrobatics are beginning.
How?
And off in the background, you can see through the walls, there is a wheel back there that looks like someone's supposed to be put on.
There's a wheel back in the corner.
There's a wheel back in the
Are there any
corner.
people around the wheel?
Yeah. It's well, because like these are a load in, load out kind of troop, so there's a good many people. Like, but it
But I
makes
assume
sense. Like,
these are all the 40 thief people.
yes.
Okay, they're
These
all
have
bad
got to
guys.
be the bad
They're all
guys.
bad
now.
guys.
Okay.
All bad
Death
guys.
told me to be a good guy.
It's
Yes.
been long enough after we decimated that cult, they've grown back.
Exactly.
So,
Well, fun
How
fact:
many
you never
years has it been?
truly
A lot, actually.
killed
That
them
was like
all.
early season
Oh,
Disney.
some early seasons. Poe, it is your turn. Would you like to hold an action to try to get the sword,
I'm going
or
to hold that steal action
try to get that same
very
advantage?
cautious.
Try to get that same bless.
How? Where is it? Like to me, the wheel.
Oh, so you know now.
No,
Well,
not
no,
yet.
like,
But
if
it's
you
a,
can message me. And all
Yeah,
that
that's
sort
if
of
you
stuff.
could message cut. Well, but
Because I
Kai,
could be like,
you act
"Oops,
after.
I broke it.
But you act after Arthur.
So,
That's the problem right now.
Tell
is-
Arthur.
okay, okay.
You just gotta
So-
try.
So
I've
Poe's
locked in
gonna
my
hold,
plan.
waiting for that
I'm
moment
holding that
of
steal action to
No,
just.
I've locked in my plan.
Entrapta.
Mm-hmm.
You again, the catapult went off, but you saw Poe's because again, you guys being a party,
That's
you're
why I'm
aware of
holding
it.
the action.
Poe almost got it, was close, but no cigar because just barely.
Wait,
You watch his hand retreat sack. You know Poe might need an advantage again,
yes.
or because your bless is still, bless is still up. There might need be an advantage though. It's hard to tell how that's going to come through. But there's a lot still going on because now the entertainers are. There's something maybe you could use the
Has
entertainers
Dumbo
for.
hidden himself?
Dumbo did not hide himself. Dumbo is now with the rest of you sitting down to watch the
I'm
show.
gonna be very rude to everybody and sit next to Dumbo.
Sit right next to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kind of
push everyone out of the way.
smoosh out of the way. You sit next to, as this pachyderm.
Ooh, I like this song.
I do! I probably come up to his knee!
At that.
It's like, what is
To
this
his knee.
small-
So yeah, let me more. His head. His head can't just turn. He has to full tilt.
Hi.
Nods.
What is he thinking?
Yeah, I'll give you a Hordak. Just. She's very small.
Tiny.
A gentle giant.
As I'll get to your turn with more of his detect thoughts. I'll give you those little quick insights.
And then I'm gonna look at Arthur and be like,
I'll say you do that sans noise because that's the most suspicious. Jerking your head and like point at them. No.
I was putting it to sit next to me. I wanted to
Yes,
sit
no,
next to
yeah.
me.
You can instead do a much more party synergy of just meet Arthur's eye and look at the chair next to Dumbo and you just that like, hey, come sit next to us. You can do that. I say that's not even a full action. That's just that
Okay,
like telling your
when
party
she
like
does that, Arthur looks at her and goes,
big blink.
just winks hard.
You don't know how to wink?
It's a double wink.
It's a double wink.
A dink.
Entrapped is very confused by
And
this.
trapped it up. What would you like to do for your
For
action?
my turn, I would like to hold the help action.
Hold the help action. Just the help action As Hordak, it is your turn. You are cursed with knowledge, my
Don't
friend.
do the contingency.
We must do the contingency plan.
No!
When I met with him those 3 times in the same day, he told me
You gotta stop
I
doing that,
must
man.
change.
Yes, I know that. However, it's not worth
This
it.
in-
Talking about death?
I must
This intense
destroy-
conversation in
No!
the walls. This intense
This is
conversation.
going to
in
make
the
it
walls.
going to
impossible,
attempt to
you
kill
realize that.
No, it's going to cause the perfect distraction for you to.
You know what?
Entrapment is
Screw
waiting
it.
to help you.
Screw it.
Here we
I'm
go.
not-
I am going to. I can see into the corridor where the wheel is. I'm going to step up from my hiding place. The cult of the 40 Thieves is here, and fireball the wheel.
Holy fuck! Holy shit! We're
See
here!
why I was worried, right?
Oh my god!
You see why I was
And
Oh my gosh!
immediately,
So now we're into those.
we're
points.
in actual combat
0
now.
to 100.
Roll to hit as
Oh, it's
No,
a
it's a
fireball.
saving throw.
it's a
Make a dex
fireball.
save.
Oh,
You
for some
told me
reason.
only the 40 thieves were around it.
I know. Shit.
Say that.
And
40
if they
thieves.
avoid it, it looks awfully suspicious for these partygoers to have
They
evasion.
have to use evasion to half the damage.
So people are
So
like,
they're
oh,
not
I'm
down,
sorry.
but immediately the cult of the 40 Thieves is here. 4 people start screaming, and everyone, all of you watch Dumbo stands.
So his ears are unfurled.
He is unfurled because you see he is about to start reaching. It's not his turn, so he can't do anything. But Dumbo's about to detect thoughts. What? Jasmine detect thoughts. The fuck? That's that finishing the sentence there. What
I
Dumbo
was
would
sitting
have
here,
said.
I'm like, what I wanted to do was message Jasmine and say, hey, 40 Thieves are here. I'm gonna blow some shit up. But then I decided, wait, that's an action. I'm just gonna scream it.
As that goes off, everything's going fuck up now.
Jasmine and Dumbo's thoughts be that, Arthur's thoughts are just like, oh.
The cult of what?
And proceeds to fireball.
As fireball goes
It's
off,
Wizard Top, motherfucker.
that's a wooden wheel that lights on fire.
Yay!
And would you know that my little poison vial is immediately destroyed? 'Cause
Yeah!
That was the goal. That was the goal.
It was supposed to just.
I want to know where it was specifically.
It
Where
was like
gonna
in the
poke me?
dead center, so it was that like when
Right
you
in the
like get
spine.
put on like wow, it would have been right in the spine
So
and
people
start
are like,
spreading
ow,
through
don't worry, a
your nervous
splinter.
system. Because you're not gonna notice. You're thinking, oh, I'm going numb and dizzy because I'm on a fun wheel. Like it was supposed to be the perfect crime to kill the king. As Hordak, at the end of your turn, chaos erupts.
Perfect.
I now have to
Aha.
roll into initiative our 40 thieves officially.
Did
'Cause
they
it-
save their
40
dex
of them?
saves?
all 40. Let me roll 40 d20.
Oh, so they make their dex saves.
They did. They succeeded, so they had to use their
They
evasion.
beat
They did
my
have some
19?
rogues, yeah.
Oh, dang.
So everyone's like,
I'll just do it
okay,
again.
why are these dudes
Uh,
real good at
They
it?
actually,
To
yeah,
be
they're
fair.
pretty good. So here we go.
Well, yeah,
we
we're
have
on
to
the City
put.
of Thieves. but I'm just saying, hey, it's 40 Thieves. People's
um,
attention is on that.
my
No, I was gonna say, to be fair,
I'm
however well they roll,
nasty.
they're not gonna get better than Jasmine and Dumbo.
Oh, yeah.
Are these? Yes, they're bandit, but this is a master thief that you're also dealing with. Megan, you can start role playing Jasmine. That's gonna help me out.
Yay.
Excellent.
So the bandits got a 17. The leader of the 40 Thieves here got a 19. That's pretty good. I forget they've got good stuff here. That means the bandits do act after you Hordak. Because they got that 17 initiative as well, so they're gonna go. It's that like technically they should have gone before, if that makes sense, but it's that like
Oh,
they're here.
sorry, Imp is gonna shock and grasp the lady now covered in baklava, because she...
So if she
Shotgun,
gets
yeah,
attacked
roll the hit.
after
Any
saying
metal
it's
on her
40
person?
Thieves.
No middle on
Okay,
her
so
person,
not an
What
unfortunately.
about her?
Because she is in full, just like fun.
22 to hit.
22 will still
But does she has
hit.
any metal jewelry?
They
you
have to be
know,
wearing like metal armor. for
Well,
the
because she is
yeah.
ready for that. Like, if she needs to tuck and run, nothing's encumbering her. Yeah,
Non-lethal shocking grasp. by the way.
non-lethal. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah,
She's
basically
got
crime
no way
40
to stop
thieves.
that right
The
now.
Imp is no longer invisible, as he's now just on this lady, just like...
Suddenly, this little imp creature just. Go to
This
roll
What
damage.
strange
What
elven
the
pale
fuck?
man and a tiny imp
That's
attacking
9 lightning damage.
9. Damn, she can't take any reaction. It's
Yep.
the worst. I love it. Hordak, what a turn.
fully done.
What a time. Poe, would you like, with the held action help,
help. His ears are unfurled. It's in plain sight.
Now or never, because Dumbo's about to start being Dumbo.
Okay. Let's do
Here's,
it.
we're rolling the d4 first again.
Come on.
So you have a +7 plus.
Advantage!
Oh, come on.
It's another 8. It's another 1.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
rolling 2 dice.
Well, first we have a +1. Let's roll the first die first. Let's see what you get.
Celebrity die.
Bro!
With
If
advantage.
y'all have inspiration, it's now or never.
It's a 16 plus 8 for a 24. Not yet.
Ah.
As I will use. Does anyone have a point of inspiration?
No.
I might.
Wait, I need to check my sheet.
No, I
check
used mine when Ordak died.
Right.
I
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
mine for.
Which was clutch. Yeah.
I don't know.
Right, because no, we did just use most of those from that big.
Oh wait, no, stamina points don't work.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Why do you keep rolling ones?
I know it's also that like you have a bless. It's a 1.
Watch right now. Boom. 4. Why? Oof.
Jasmine's last legendary deception, basically, to not have an auto fail, because that could also be really bad if everything goes down and suddenly Dumbo goes, "Who's touching me?" As Poe barely fails.
Just 24, man. As
One away.
Arthur.
This is the
Oh,
dumbest idea I could have.
Jasmine. No, because that would have been first turn. I already did her thing for her when you
Oh,
went
the
to
first
combat.
round? Yeah. I thought that, I'm like, this technically isn't the
Yeah.
first round of combat. Yeah.
Because that's how you were giving Arthur the event. Or,
Yep.
yeah. So, Arthur, it's your turn. Kai's on deck.
Arthur's gonna pat down his whole body. He's gonna say, "Oh my God! In a moment of innocence, I didn't bring any weapons or armor to this."
Yeah!
You little shit. I love it.
You're right next to
In
us.
my
And
moment
I'm
of
right next to
innocence.
Dumbo. I didn't bring any weapons or armor. And Dumbo's gonna be like, yo.
Here's what's fucking nuts. This was always an option. Asking him. You're still being deceptive about it, but you are basically asking for a
And I'm
weapon.
gonna just look at him.
Any weapon. Please. Are you ready for a truly insane... I'm gonna call it persuasion.
Come on, man, you got
Because
this.
you're not lying
Got-
here. This is truly
D4
a...
this.
We're in combat. You didn't have a
We're in combat.
Yeah.
You do not have a weapon. You're not lying about who you are. You're not lying about circumstances. You're saying, I didn't bring a weapon in a moment
Which
of
I
innocence.
did.
Because, yeah, this was supposed to be.
I wasn't
Could you give
planning
me
on
a weapon?
fireballing tonight.
Do you want
You told me that
It's
at the
about to do.
beginning.
Because
Okay,
if you get a
If
high...
that's how you get it?
Yeah.
Because this could be
with the blessing?
with the blessing.
With
Roll the d4 first.
I have a +6 to my persuasion.
So let's start with the bless.
Okay.
Come on, higher than 1.
So it's a +9.
Plus
Persuasion.
9.
Finally.
This is +9 on a d20 roll. 5.
Bro!
Come on.
It's
oh my
not
gosh.
that it doesn't work. You see, Dumbo is getting ready to split his daggers to give you maybe one or both of these daggers. It's not the sword, because it's just that like Dumbo will realize this, but getting ready to give you not the sword. As again, not a failure. It's not tipping off any of his alarm bells. If anything, his alarm bells are definitely elsewhere.
Meaning,
Already,
the check should be lower.
it is lower.
I rolled the one.
Let me tell you. Artie, as that happens, Dumbo, it'll have to be on his turn for the object interaction give you this. Kai, that's you.
Okay, how close am I to the thieves?
The thieves from you are only 20 feet away, because you went around the other side. You actually have a chance now to run up and engage.
They're 20 feet away, yeah.
20 feet away.
That's how long my blades are.
Yeah, they are, because
Oh,
that
and your
guy's
spiritual guardians.
It's a little bit
Are we
like...
technically flanking them?
Not yet, because they were on stage, and so when we start next initiative, when people like Jasmine Double start fucking shit up, yeah.
We can just roll up and get sneak attack from people being flanked. It's gonna be so nice.
It's gonna be fucking
Dumbo's
insane.
just gonna be like, okay, and
Because after this, there won't be one last round of the diplomacy. This is now however many rounds of true initiative of we're fighting the 40 thieves now. So, Kai.
Why?
You know what?
Why could Dumbo one-shot all of us?
I am going to.
Because he can.
Well, because he gets.
Give me the
gets
rage. What is an age?
So rage. Now it's not like because you had
It's
Master
like,
Chameleon. but
finally!
now, fine's good. He's a barbarian can do what he
He's a
do.
rogue, which means he can stamina point.
I was about to ask if we get stamina points.
We'll get to that.
Okay, first it was a 21,
21 will hit one of the 40
scaring
thieves
me, man.
for sure.
and I want to use the stamina point for like a spin attack.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know
there
how
are
you get so many
20
D6s.
members of the
Because
troop
inquisitive
up
fighting,
here.
When you
You
target
get to
your
add
inquisitive thing, you get
Okay.
So yeah, there's
Plus
20 of them.
Okay, so that was first
I've
attack. My
seen
second attack, I
worse.
want to use
There's
the
a
stamina
rogue
point.
I was thinking of playing
To,
in
like,
this campaign that basically
To just go through a
The
line of them.
Warlock
just
magic
like,
and the benefits of being an inquisitive.
How much damage was on your first attack?
Let me roll
It's
that
called
first.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's where I have to.
My rage.
Last time I
12.
used the sheet.
12. On a 12, you down one instantly. They're not hit point heavy, they're assassins. They don't
Yeah.
have as many hit points as you think they would.
Right.
So 12 immediately downs one. There's 19 other healthy. You use a stamina point that can give a good white arc. Go ahead and roll.
25.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. This will be applied in.
Okay,
effect.
so that's full max. It's 2. So
Oh yeah. Oh, full max.
12,
Stamina point, man.
18.
18 points
Yes,
of damage.
'cause that's with my
With the
rage.
20, another 6 of them that were in range. Boom, 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 boom. All down with that excellent stamina point there, Kai. That is 7 of them completely unconscious. 13 are up. As
my bodyguard.
that's my bodyguard. As Kai, you rip into them. Jasmine, top of the order.
Excellent. So as far as I'm aware, we've got all these thieves, but nobody looks to be like in charge or anything, or like no.
Not that you
sneaky
can tell
stuff,
yet. It's like
just
they're all here,
attacking
but
a bunch of people.
we can't figure out who the leader is yet. It's because they were all here.
Cool. And a couple of this party went over there. So could I like fly up on carpet and flank somebody?
Yes.
Okay, so I will be taking an advantage attack against whoever I am flanking.
Yeah, one of these bandits about to get
Oh.
fucked up.
The minute she does this, Arthur's just gonna think, wow, carpets do fly here, huh?
Carpets do. I said that as a joke. Like,
This is a called shot from Dumbo.
That's so stupid.
yeah, there's a reason why Disney doesn't get stamina points yet.
Okay.
I was talking to Megan about how I'm gonna
That-
fight.
He's thinking about changing rules.
That would
Not a bad
one
change, but I
shot
have a way that like
bow.
everyone could get stamina
Bam.
points, but you're not looking at having 20 stamina points at level 20, stuff like that.
19 to hit.
19 will hit their armor class currently.
50
Cool. So, and this is my Jabberwock dagger. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
+1 to damage, and the person who I hit is going to be glowing for the next round, which probably won't matter. if I
They're
have-
not gonna be glowing once the damage goes off, let me
Yeah,
tell you.
Let me.
Their big
grab
thing
all
here,
these
they did not
dice.
bring heavy hitters, because again, these guys
They were
are the
supposed to
best
be
at
sneaky.
stealth, deception,
They're
sneaky
supposed to
acrobat.
get in and get out.
They
and no
were
one knew they
not
were
here to stab people.
Okay.
Damn. I mean, one of them was here to stab people, but we'll get to her in
Yeah,
a
it was
moment.
called a wheel.
Yeah, right, like, and that's just gone. On fire.
Deleted.
Obliterated crispy time.
How much damage are you doing here, Jazz? I'm a little worried.
Oh, that's not even if he crits. This is a
Oh,
crit.
A called shot of...
Oh! I didn't see, and frankly, I don't want
60
to.
points of damage.
So,
Crit from
Jasmine,
400 something.
you watch
Yeah.
one of these acrobatics who was like fleeing the Silk Road up, like, climb. You just sail up, Jabberwock right into the navel, up to the neck, out. He is dead. Like, he's gone.
Cool. How
So-
many are left?
There are 12 alive, 7 are down thanks to Kai.
Yeah, I may as well just bonus action stealth.
Bonus action, yeah, and Jasmine,
I get advantage because I'm on carpet and haven't used my own movement.
it's the dumbest thing, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so let me triple check my modifier for stealth. 17 plus 11, that's 28.
Jasmine is gone to everyone but Dumbo.
Which is great because then they can double team stuff.
Exactly.
So
As
Dumbo disappears, you don't see him.
No.
Dumbo
No,
takes
no,
his
no.
turn.
Please don't tell me he doesn't.
Dumbo will first object interaction. take his dagger and unclick one of the halves.
Mikey.
It's a +2 dagger. You can use a bonus action to summon it back from your hand after you throw it.
Great.
It's great for
Oh,
the
it's
dice.
also like it's adamantine, so nothing. It ignores all resistances and immunity.
Nice.
Dumbo is going to take a bonus action. He is going to
Take me with you, I'm tiny.
insightful fighting.
Good.
No, because he needs to figure out who's in charge first. Dumbo.
I know who's in charge.
I'm playing Dumbo, playing Sam, playing Dumbo here. So it's
Playing double.
against a creature you can see. So Dumbo's going to bonus action to insight the lead.
Percy.
Whoa. That's a nat 1 and a nat 2. Still gets insane buffs.
And he is proficient in insight, so it is reliable talent as well.
Yeah, so it's still that, like, he still gets a 26, which will pass. There's a woman sitting a couple chairs over.
Covered in food.
Dumbo simply just is next to her. You don't see him fly or walk. He is suddenly just there.
I would
That's
not
the
like
lady I
to
was
find
talking
that.
to, right?
I would not like to find that.
Dumbo is going to
Yeah.
take
You wouldn't, would ya?
I'll tell you about it later.
plus...
In the best way.
He's going to use his dagger, not the sword, unfortunately. He's going to attack the woman. Oh, because he really need that. Well, because now he can use his dagger, but first it's that, like, she's going to try to just impose himself here to, like, hit. So yeah, here we go. He's going to... That's a 26. That will hit her armor class, which will deal +9. Sam, good lord. 11 points of damage without his sneak attack. Just 11. Still deals some pretty intense damage to her as she immediately just looks enraged and ready for a cage fight with this.
Hey, that's the one I was
Pachyderm.
talking to.
As Dumbo, whoom, slam, bam.
I guess he's a level 17 rogue, level 3 fighter. Forgot about that.
Yes.
Ooh, what's the
So he has a
fighter?
samurai.
Nice.
Because
An
he's
extra
not going to actually surge
proficiency.
yet,
Yeah.
just because it's not like he knows what's going on.
It gives
He
him an
thinks.
extra proficiency for reliable talent.
I'm more
So-
terrified because the
Poe?
bonus action you get advantage.
Would you like to hold action, wait for another advantage, or is it like
He's-
do or die?
He's still fighting.
He's fighting. He's here.
His
He
ears
might not
are
be
out.
for another 2 seconds because he's about
completely
to
focused on
hide
the
and
fight,
stab.
and
I'm
he's
actually
going to
gonna
hide
go-
and stab. What was that?
I was actually just gonna, like, before he leaves, just be like, can I have the sword? I kind of really needed to get back home.
But we're in initiative now. It's not your turn, yeah.
Exactly. Wait, your turn is immediately next.
Well, first it's gonna go Poe, then the thieves, then Entrapta.
okay.
Because the Master Thief, she acts after you.
So
The others
here's
then
my
take their turn.
my idea, Shelby. Basically, I hold my action to steal. They go. You ask. If asking fails, I attempt one last steal.
That might raise the DC. I'll just let you know. It's like because the second you ask for it,
because he's gonna.
because
switch
Artie
it.
did.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it. Full send.
Yeah.
360 go, let us go. Let's do it. Okay.
And we still have
Wait.
his conversation with Jasmine. So
Oh no, that's probably gone. Like because
Yeah.
we're now in this initiative until it just
Question.
is done.
Do you think you could get advantage somehow through any chicanery? We'll send
You
it.
could hold for someone else to give you advantage. You could give advantage.
I need advantage before Dumbo leaves because
Ah,
I
'cause
do
it-
not have confidence in my dice.
Are you gonna full send or are you gonna hold to see if you can get advantage?
Hold, but it'll trigger if Dumbo leaves the room.
Yeah. So before Dumbo can leave, like even if you don't have advantage, still do it. I like it.
Hold until I get advantage or Dumbo leaves.
The Master Thief will take her turn. She is going to attack Dumbo. Okay, so poor choice on her part. She's going to. Oh wow, that's a 26 to hit Dumbo. Which Dumbo now has to make a con saving throw. Because she has her bandits nearby. That's a grody ability. So, Dumbo's Constitution saving throw is 21. Well done, Dumbo. 17 plus 4, 21. So, he will take half as much poison damage. So that's 20 half to 10 points of poison damage to Dumbo. Then here is the piercing plus sneak attack for a total of 38. He's going to cut that in half for only 19. Dumbo is looking hurt as immediately she said, "Your stupid Imagineers ruin everything," as she stabs Dumbo hard in the side, and Dumbo just doesn't make a noise and slams her arm out. As she stabs in, she's going to take her bonus action as she's going to try to hide. She did not hide from Dumbo.
Who cares?
Well, from everyone else.
From everyone else. Oh, Jasmine, you
I
was
have a
here
20.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 20. Wait, 20?
20 passive.
Oh no, she does hide from me.
Really?
Yeah, she got pretty good. But not 32, like
31.
What did she
31.
roll?
So she got a 24 something. Because she does have a plus 11 to her stealth apparently. It's a pretty good thing to have. So Dumbo sees her, but she has gone to everyone else. The 40 Thieves will take their turns. Kai, so many of them rush you because they are mad. They have disadvantage due to your Spirit Guardians.
And I'm raging.
And you're raging. So let's see. 12 of them are... The remaining 12 are about to attack you, Kai, because you're the only one not on a flying carpet. Actually, they're not dumb. They are disengaged bonus actioning. Run!
So would I technically get an opportunity?
Dash
They're
action.
disengaged.
They're disengaging.
How
so
dare you disengage?
They're about to get a total of 75 feet away. They're running out the corridor, basically like running down towards the docks. As one group, they left all their shit behind. They left their leader behind. They are out of here. Entrapto, that is your turn.
Dumbo's already gone, right?
Dumbo's still here.
Oh, he's
not-
right next
Because
to me.
he had to take a turn to like figure out who's in charge. Because he's doing that very smart, like,
You can't add
I
that
take
on
out the
stage.
one in charge, and then it's easy.
Okay, speaking of free action, yes?
Yes.
And he's been hurt.
And I will just let you know as a DM, if you speak and if you can't convince him, that's going to hurt everyone else. I'm just letting you know, like, because it's a full set.
Wait.
It's kind of like Poe out.
Wait, no,
if
he's
Poe
been
tries
hurt.
it, if Poe tries it and fails, then it because you don't have any more legendary resistance.
Better
If you guys
idea.
fail any of these checks
I'm
now,
going to cure wounds him at third level.
Cure wounds
and
at third level.
afterwards I'm going to be like, can I please talk to you afterwards?
gotcha. That's smart. Cure wounds. Go ahead. Tell me how much you're curing for, because that's 3d8.
Oh, that's not great, but it's only 10 points of healing. But
10 points of heal. Hey, that takes out the poison damage easily. Dumbo's now looking basically full health.
Okay.
It took a little bit. Yeah.
Did I hear her saying that?
Yes, I think. Can we
Okay.
please talk after? You see, Dumbo will turn to you as you heal, just as his brow furrows and he looks off into this dark corner. You don't see what he's looking at, but it's that like
But the thief is like, oh crap.
he's got a job to do. Hordak.
It's like the I'll comment later.
Yeah, you're good.
You said they're 75 feet away from Kai.
Yes.
Are they within 150 feet of me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fireball him.
Damn it! How do you? Damn it!
I have another one after this
He's
too.
been having a bad time. Let him have this
here's the
moment,
thing.
though.
I'm
Because
good now.
I know it's a whole meme. I don't care how big the room is. I cast
Cast
fireball.
fireball.
Yeah.
You never stop and remember that fireball's 150-foot range. Oh my gosh! All right, here comes the
It
next
has.
save.
You're right. I completely
Carpet bomb.
forgot its range. Oh, that's not carpet bombing. Ask August about
Well,
carpet bombing and one-shotting a villain with multiple
damn it,
faces.
So here's what's about to happen.
Oh,
They
yeah.
make a
I
deck
completely forgot
save.
it was good. I'm so proud
They
of that.
fail, so they're gonna take half damage.
Half of 8d6. I'll roll that real quick.
So they half damage on a failure due to their evasion skills.
So halved, if it decides to load one of the d6s is glitching against the side. Halved is only 16.
Hordak, how do you take them all?
I see them, like, I blast the first fireball, destroy the wheel, and they all dodge it, and I'm like, that was not to my calculations. Maybe if I go a little further outward, and I toss the fireball, and it just... It is green
fire.
fire, by the way.
It is green fire.
Oh.
It lands in the midst as they are all just slinking over.
Not quite Greek fire, but gross lime green.
That
Or
feels
that.
worse.
It's like green flame blade.
Yeah, I know that. He said like it's not quite green fire, but like
You
more fire, like, that
watch-
feels worse.
They are parkouring over. It's very much that like street, very agrabah, slinking, whipping over walls, and before they get out of sight, green flame erupts as half of the 40 things are gone.
Be a distraction, guys.
Juicy XP.
Oh yeah.
As
probably
they're
not
down,
that much.
Hordak, excellent stuff.
Sweet. Is Imp still on top of the lady because he was throttling
Yes,
her?
he was-
Okay, he got hit with her. He's gonna throttle her.
Just, I really need her reactions back, Sam. Come on.
Well, then you might get him. That's only a 17 to hit.
Fucking hell, thank you. That doesn't hit her AC barely, I should say. But I'm like,
Okay.
you don't
I rolled a
understand
6.
when Imp was like shocking aggressive. I'm like, don't. She
Don't.
really needs those reactions. Artie,
It's a good.
That is
it's
you.
familiar.
Oh yeah.
you don't know where the leader is.
I have an idea that I was set on it,
Traps.
but
Yeah.
then I think Shelby and the Trap, they're gonna hate me for it.
You're okay.
I'm gonna message them,
Okay. Message him.
and I'm going to say, I need you to get me out of here right now.
You're going
So
to
his attention is going to be focused on you being safe.
try and give. It could even give advantage.
Okay, because if nothing else works,
Here's
really
what's gonna
naturally
happen.
I'm going to either get advantage or still hit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's either one of these.
Make me a persuasion check.
Is Leslie still active?
Yes.
Let's say 26. I got a +4 on the blessing, a 16 on the dice, and then the +6 on the persuasion.
Why do you keep rolling 4s?
No, I rolled a 3 last time.
I know. Why do you keep getting anything but a 1?
Oh gosh.
Here's what I have to check. That will succeed. Artie. Dumbo full stops. Dumbo's going to make a passive insight. Goes off.
I'm not hiding.
Yeah. Just looks at you. Poe, with advantage, it's now or never. Because he gets full
Please!
attention. He just did a big old passive insight and went, Arthur can't message. Who are you?
Yeah.
Get me.
Get me out of here.
Okay, I'm rolling all 3 at once. Maybe that'll start.
Well, because we gotta start.
So
with
help me
four.
if this rolls
We
a 1.
gotta
I'm
know, we
blaming
gotta
you
know, we
for
gotta
it.
know.
Because our.
I'm blaming you
magic
for it,
resistance
okay?
is
Let me
minor.
roll them all at once. I
Maybe
told
you
you it'd
just roll
change
a
it.
different dice.
Just different
Oh,
dice.
really?
It could
Watch this.
Yeah, let's see.
Are you kidding me? A 4?
Did you get another one?
No, it's a 4 on that one.
Why?
With advantage. Let's roll the first one. Here we go.
You got this.
8.
Ah.
Okay.
You know what?
It looks like I gotta try this now.
It's a 17.
Oh, I'd also like to point out, I was holding his dagger like towards, not towards him, like pointing at him, but like the handle towards Dumbo. So like for him to grab.
To
as
hand it
well.
back.
Yeah.
Y'all know what to say to my next of kin, right?
You're not gonna die.
A strange panda man tries to steal legendary magic item off of you after you know the group of thieves that tried to kill the king are nearby. What are you gonna
The fake king. What I point
think? Still, what are you gonna think?
He'd probably go for non-lethal damage though, like Dan you and interrogate you
Dan,
later.
interrogate you later on the horn.
Yeah.
I know what guy who
Here's-
can do good magic to get in your brain.
Okay.
He lives there too.
Here's what I gotta check. Sorry, and so much is going on here. Poe, you reach out. And Dumbo, full alerted to now everything going on, stops as your sleight of hand being in initiative, a 17 is enough to take the sword, not enough to do it stealthily. You are holding the sword as Dumbo stops, looks at you.
Kills him! This was the end of our agreement.
Basically, just like Jasmine, please.
End of our agreement.
We got
This is the end of our agreement, please. I want to die.
Arthur, at the end of your turn, that is Kai's turn.
We did it.
Okay, so they're all gone, so I'm just gonna go back in the room and all that. Use all my movement, so about 40 feet. How close would I be in that room?
If you are moving in,
Now we just pray for mercy.
you can basically, with your movement right now, you can actually get wherever you need to right now, because you had already moved in.
Okay. Could I slide a hand out of his hand?
Steal it from the.
I mean, I'm a +2, so
You're gonna
probably
sleight
not.
hand the sword out of his hand.
Yeah, just
then
so,
he's just
because
gonna
his
see each
attention's
other
on
again.
you and all that, so it probably won't last
Actually?
that long. Yeah.
No, his
We're
attention's
just
on
trying to get
even
into
it-
Jasmine, aren't we? So
You're trying to get
should we
to
just
Jasmine.
Should we just play hot potato around the room and hot potato it to her?
Do any of
wait.
them know where I am? I think I'm still hidden.
No, she's hidden. Yeah, we have no
Yeah.
idea where she is.
Just because I haven't had my turn
Jasmine?
again yet.
You did it.
I got it.
Where?
Poe's got it. Kai, you see Poe's got it. Everyone
Maybe
knows
this
Poe's
one's my
got it.
next turn.
Jasmine?
What's the sword look like?
The
Okay,
sword pulling
okay.
out.
Dude, I want to swipe the sword with,
With
my
your chains.
with the chains.
Object
And that-
interaction.
The chick's still there, right?
Well, she's hidden 2 right
She's
now.
hidden
is the
too.
problem.
Gosh dang it.
This is a rogue, man.
I'm a rogue 2, but a level 1.
Rogue.
Ah.
You took credit in college.
Yeah.
Just aside.
I took
Yeah,
a
I
credit
tried.
in college for rogue. It was fun.
Oh,
Uh,
gosh.
You can though take the sword though. Object action again. Your chains. If you want to just like help get it from Poe,
Yeah. 20 feet. So
you grab the sword, Kai. It seems like a strange, very matted metal, almost that Damascus steel kind of effect on it, but simple leather handle on this short sword. It seems to be really, really well weighted. Almost, it's not weightless. It's not like a lightweight property, but it's different. It's Kai, you have the sword. The top of the order.
I still take
Oh.
action.
You do, yeah, yes.
So, oh gosh. Because I don't know if I want to persuade Dumbo to take out the guard first and you get this back.
He could take it if he wanted to. We are in
True.
no position to bargain.
Gosh, dang, dude. What else to do?
Jasmine acts first in initiative.
She could just take it from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like hold it out and be like, Jasmine, here, please.
She's just hidden on her carpet, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So couldn't we find the
Can
carpet?
I just do a perception on a flying carpet?
Yes, you may.
You can beat my stealth.
Flying carpets are
was your
flying
stuff?
carpets.
27, I think.
27.
Flying
Okay,
carpets.
even if I get like a natural 20, it's only gonna be a 22, so that's not gonna happen.
Flying carpets.
Well, in that 20, I might allow something.
Flying carpets are flying carpets. How?
Screw it.
Full sense, full sense.
Screw it, screw it. Yeah, that's a 15, so that goes to a 17, so
Where did she fucking go?
How hard is it to lose a carpet?
Pretty hard.
Pretty hard to bear.
Just
I
like,
can tell you.
just like hold out the sword and be like, it's right here if you want it.
And now it's her biggest fear. Stop the border so she goes.
So
In which case,
just please take the sword, please.
please just take it.
Cherry on top.
Here's what we'll check. Kai, you have the sword.
Yep.
It is the top of the order. It is Jasmine's turn. Jasmine, you don't see where this lady is. The people you told to get the item have the item, what would you do?
And just remind me, would it be a full action to perceive for the Thieves Master, whatever lady? Would that like take an action if I wanted to do a perception check for her?
It would probably take a perception to find her, because she did
so
what?
Like that would be my action for her, and if I did that.
Wait, you have bonus action still.
Right. Well, but I'm trying to think all the stuff I want to do and what would be actions versus bonus actions.
Yes.
But can't you bonus
So-
action object?
Well, just give me. Well, that's what I'm about to
That's-
ask next. It's the would it be an object interaction to grab the sword that they're trying to give me?
Because they're willingly offering, they're your allies
So
right
would
now.
that be an object interaction?
Yes.
Okay. And then, speaking is free, right?
Speaking is free.
Do I have a Talia and a Butch, perhaps?
Yes, you do.
And you said a bunch of the thieves were like fleeing, right?
Oh, they're dead now.
Oh, the ones
Yeah,
fleeing away.
Hordak got all the fleeing
Okay,
ones.
so none of the fleeing ones
So
are
it's
real.
just the
Never
girl
mind.
that's left.
Yeah, in that case, I'm going to object interaction, grab the sword, I guess. And then, is there anyone up who's not the hidden lady? Okay, so I guess I'll just action.
Everyone else
perceive
is
for her.
down thanks to Hordak and Kai. You full murdered the other one that tried
So
shit.
action perception check for her.
Action perception. Action perception.
It's not gonna be great. Oh, but reliable talent. So that will be then the dirty 20 from the reliable talent.
20 just below.
Yeah. I technically have a bonus action. Do I need to rehide myself? Because like,
No, you have yet to do anything according to D&D. Object interactions don't.
So
reveal.
literally, the sword just disappeared from your hands, Kai. It was
Yeah,
like,
Kai, it's not like take
Oh.
it. It's only.
Well,
Please what happened, Jasmine?
Make
She
use
took
of
it.
attack.
But
those
this
sort
is
of
the
things.
worst thing.
yeah,
We don't know
so-
Jasmine took it.
Yeah, the sword just
Oh.
disappears.
Didn't think about that. Oh.
Well, don't worry. I have a
I'll
feeling.
just-
Don't worry.
So I'll just kind of like chill then for the rest of my turn. There's not much that I would want to use a bonus action for, I don't think.
Indeed, as it comes.
Because it seems busted to already be hidden and take the bonus action dodge. Like, that just seems like overkill.
It is now Dumbo's turn.
Pray for mercy, please.
As Dumbo has much to think about.
As we're like, hey Jasmine, take it. And it's gone, so we're like,
Oh, Dumbo sees you.
Gosh.
oh yeah, so Dumbo sees Jasmine with the sword, so it's like,
Very.
Yeah, Dumbo knows what's
yeah,
up.
so it's like, trust us.
Dumbo makes a stealth check for a bonus action
Well, he's gone.
on a 34 stealth. Dumbo disappears before your very eyes
I don't know if
as
that's
Dumbo attacks with advantage. His first attack against this lady.
Sorry, he has multiple attacks.
Oh no, only 3 though. Yeah, only 1. Yeah, but 27.
Used to have to, but
27.
sneak attack only goes on 1, so why?
Gosh, dang it. 27 still is insane. So that's going to be 1d6.
Well, it's only 9 I checked, and then plus 3 to 12 if she's the incited fighting target. Which
Yes.
she's not.
I'm dumb. I could have used my stroke of luck on that last one. I haven't played
40
Jasmine too long.
points of damage. As Dumbo full downs this lady.
Nice.
Boom! Just, he disappears and suddenly reappears holding her lifeless corpse just by her head. As we come out of initiative.
Who has the sword?
Hordak is gonna sit in a chair.
I think Jasmine.
Sits as fire crackles from the burning wood.
Okay, Hordak's saying, I'm just gonna politely be like, it's nice to finally meet you, sir.
I'm gonna sit next down to my boyfriend here.
Artie's gonna
Lab
approach
partner.
Dumbo,
It's nice to meet you under full
Boyfriend,
bring
last
back
partner.
his dagger, and show him the letter that he has from King Arthur.
He doesn't take the letter from your hand, just looks at it.
He can read it without opening.
You
Just,
were never my Arthur.
you never asked me if I was your Arthur.
Oh! Oh
I
man!
never lied to you. I've never deceived you. But the lightning spheres were mine. I don't travel with Merlin nor Morgana. Unfortunately, my Merlin is dead because of me. And the only way back home is to get Excalibur, which is in Tartarus, and the only way to get there is to complete a quest Jasmine gave us of getting that sword out of your hands or your ears.
As the burning music box behind you of this like little acrobatic circus plays as Dumbo just
Jasmine just kind of like twirls the sword around. Professional risk. You weren't supposed to have this, my friend.
you wouldn't listen.
This time.
This time. It's a back and forth. Okay.
Dumbo doesn't say another word, simply stops, looks at you all, does a lot of perceptions.
It was nice meeting you.
I need to go talk to someone. And is gone. As I will not take back control of Jasmine. Thank you so much, Megan. As that was, I'm like, there was,
There was just a lot for you to do during combat.
There was a lot for that initiative. I'm like, we gotta cut somewhere or something. For the rest of you, all taking a deep breath. Well done.
Is that what good people do? To kill the bad guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You see,
lot of
Jasmine will look
excessive
you all.
force, but that's
She
still good.
sheathes the sword. You've earned my trust. Let's make preparation. As she kind of snaps her fingers and starts walking away.
All right.
When did she snap her
Do you
fingers?
want us to follow?
I believe so.
That's so rude.
Okay.
It's not wise to question this kind of authority right now.
As she walks out of the palace, across one of the yards down towards guard barracks, where you see a large, open, 25-foot, blackened earth area.
We're not gonna like take a nap before get down. Or is this just immediately?
She kind of looks at you. I thought you wanted the sword as fast as possible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're going.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put my
Oh,
armor
let's go.
first. But we're going. While you brief us, I'll be putting my armor on.
As Jasmine will brief you. You are all about to experience a transdimensional shift. We are going to the 9th layer of Tartarus. While there, do not speak with the Lord of the Lair. Do not look at the Lord of the Lair. It is in your best intentions to keep your minds and hearts as pure as possible.
You two don't go.
Oh, you're gonna want everyone.
You two go.
I'm giving an excuse.
Just don't be mean.
I'm good now. Didn't you see what I did?
It's very, very, very.
That was a chaotic good act. We're
Yeah,
hoping
you know what?
for
That makes sense. That was
neutral
good.
Just pure wholesomeness.
Cool
like,
motives.
like a little puppy.
As Jasmine will finish briefing, we'll talk with Asmodeus, see where he knows Excalibur to be. We'll move accordingly. As she steps into the darkened earth, immediately fire licks around her feet as if from nowhere. The flames are spectral white, burn and crisp off random sparks and debris, but don't seem to burn her. As she beckons you all into this little outcropping, you step forward. She raises her hand as her eyes fire flickering in the background. And I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm not Proteus.
Ah, wait!
I built my guy to have Constitution. Stocked. On a different dice.
I don't have disadvantage on saves. Yes.
That was a 13.
Ooh. That was an 11.
23 for me.
Yo, 23 as well.
I got a 17, but if that fails, I can add a +4 with arcane deflection if needed.
Did anyone get below currently a 10?
Did you?
I got an
11. You're all good then.
Oh god.
This is not as bad. You are not
Goodness.
traveling reality. This is Dimensional travel, though, instantaneously, which still is a lot.
It's still hell, but you know.
It's still hell.
Yeah.
As you all will be able to step into a brand new plane of existence. It's very quiet here. As blinking, you look around and are a bit taken aback. It almost as if you never left the palace. But subtle differences, that passive perception of architecture, not exactly the same. There are no living trees here, merely trees constructed of metals and dead material to form facade. As you are standing in the reverse Agrabah, in the ninth layer of hell. As you approach, all of you will walk forward after Jasmine. As she explains, this is Nessus, the layer of Tartarus, the deepest portion of the dimensional layers here in Dazania. It is watched over by Asmodeus, my father. Whatever you do, again, just do not provoke it.
Don't talk, don't look.
As moving up the steps, I need all of you to make me wisdom saving throws.
Wait, do we still have plus? Max?
Why?
That's natural 20 for 12
Why?
22.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Why?
that is an interesting roll.
A 23 again.
Nat 13 total, 16.
15 total, 16, 20,
18.
18.
But if it's a fail, I can go to 22.
You'll probably want the 22.
Okay, I'll take the 22.
Entrapped on a nat on a nat 13 total of
16.
16. Your mind is about to be whispered to. Would you like to allow the whispers in, giving yourself a little more autonomy in what they say, or would you like to try to push them off?
The most important thing is that I don't respond, so I think I'm going to let them in. The most important thing right now is I just don't respond to them. Don't look up, but don't just let them say what they will. I'm going to stay.
You can't stop the whispers. Dragon Warrior. Dragon Warrior, take the scroll. There is magic here. Magic enough to save Jamal, to save your father, to find your family.
Out of game. Of course Poe knows there's magic here. We're looking for the sword of Excalibur. That could do it.
Take up our magics. You will be powerful. You will be respected. A kung fu warrior.
Most powerful magic he knows is friendship.
16 doesn't cut it.
Oh crap.
As Kai,
And then like 8 points of exhaustion and die.
left alone, left behind, scorned by brothers, given the hard task. Power lies here. Power for you. Power to let you become great again. Lead the armies. Save or destroy what you wish. Everything lies before you. You need only ask. It's Kai. The whispers are getting to you. And eventually you realize they're not foreign, they're your own voice. As all of you hear Kai saying these things, Kai
You hear
is
him say
simply walking along. I could become the beast of vengeance. I could rule China.
Oh, frick, no. Oh.
Hi, you kid there, bud.
No.
Jasmine turns. It's better to stay behind. Is anyone else feeling this way?
Yeah, they did start talking to me. I
stay behind.
Got it.
As
I did mean to
you are
ask
both
you about something.
left
Yeah, I think it's
with the
about
whispers.
Oh man, it's too hard.
As the whispers return to both of you, we cut away into Jasmine leads in. Upon the Sultan's throne, mirrored in the other world, sits a man. Simple horns curved like a ram upward. Dark hair, eyes very much like Jasmine's. As he sits, twirling a goatee, he smiles, stands up, and gives Jasmine a hug as she approaches. My daughter. Welcome. As he turns. Are you Jasmine's guests? New recruits of Agrabah? See Jasmine. No, father, they are not a part of our armies. They are visitors. Ah. From Dremor. Yes. I have seen you all. I've heard of your whisperings. I am split across the realities. I am like the boy king here. Canon. There is always Asmodeus, as there is always hell. As he kind of smiles, Artie, he looks at you. But I know more than that. I know of you. The strange man beyond the stars. The woman with the hair. You fought another in that reality. I know him well. I assume you have come here for Excalibur. What are you willing to give up to gain it? I think the whispers returned.
I'm sorry! I had to! It was perfect!
As Arthur, as Asmodeus looks at you.
Just talk.
I have nothing to offer. Just the simple desire to reclaim what's my birthright.
That is not true, Arthur. You have everything to give. And everything to lose. Life is not a void. It is balance. I am balanced by the celestial powers above. My evil balanced by the goodness of others. My chaos balanced by the lawfulness. I am not a vacuum. I give up much to gain much. You can lose much, Arthur. But you will not be deterred. Otherwise, you would not have petitioned my daughter for an audience. You seek the sword Excalibur. I fear this sword. It is something that could kill me in this reality. Or any. What do you intend to do with it?
Go back home.
Fair answer. And your friends? Hordak, what would you do, knowing you lie close to one who holds a sword more powerful than even your superior?
My desires have yet to be investigated.
Fair.
Anytime.
Very fair. And you, Entrapto, what would you do next to a sword that could return everything you lost?
I don't really have a connection to what I lost. I was too young. I'm happy with what I have now.
Then why do you cling so close to this fallen clone? A shattered remnant of your home. The man who murdered your parents, as I assume. You claim to have no attachment, and yet I sense you have struggles.
Everyone does. Imperfections are beautiful.
But other people learn from their mistakes. The blade you seek lies in Tartarus, as you know. When the Merlin, the sorcerer who does not age, first dropped it here, I took great lengths to make sure it stayed hidden. You would find this blade in a very secret realm. Upon the first layer of hell is Avernus, the Wonderland. Many dangerous beasts lie there, but there is one that, shall we say, is quite cruel. Her name is Tiamat. She is the slumbering queen of dragons. I had the sword placed at her feet. None of you will ever achieve it before you die. My daughter, on the other hand, could retrieve it quite easily. But should Tiamat awaken, I would not lose my child. You see his eyes grow dark, burning ember, eye of Sauron kind of appear, fades. So what would you give me? What would you sacrifice?
What do you want?
Well, let's let canon decide. Arthur, there are many things you must do in your life. One of which is a quest. You will lead a quest. You shall take your companions through the Wonderland to the caves. Should you survive the quest itself, simply reaching the caves of Tiamat, then I will allow my daughter to retrieve Excalibur. In exchange, I must ask something you will not wish to give up.
Wouldn't that be a rhetorical thing to do since you know I'm not gonna give up whatever you're asking?
Arthur, the ring upon your finger is a powerful item. I know she who hunts you. To give it to me would be to not be hunted.
guard to make sure he doesn't use it.
I can't do that.
Exactly.
Hey, no, a swap. Instead of the ring was guarded by T.
Excalibur is one of the mightiest blades. Its power rivals even my protected items. I could let Canon give you another choice, but then we must let that path unfurl.
I'm not gonna answer.
Very well. It's a nat 20. I'm gonna ask you, Gus.
Gus?
Yeah, you,
Okay.
the player. There are many legends of King Arthur. Many stories. What do you think is the most famous? We have to do the entire plot to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, as Modius will judge you.
I'll say it's the one based off the book, The Once and Future King,
The Once and Future King.
where he draws a sword from the stone. It's the next sword. And he becomes the king because he was supposed to do that. Picture goes on. He's a great king. Unifies the land. And he gets killed by a dumbass kid.
While his homie steals his gold.
While his homie still killed.
On a nat 20, you are about to embark on the most canon of canon. Arthur, are you and your friends ready for the final battle?
What?
I offer you this. I shall create a demiplane, an alternate reality, a space for you to act, succeed in your quest of morality. You will lead your knights forward against the darkness, against your nephew, Mordred. Should you succeed your quest of morality, I will pull your soul and body back, and he looks at Jasmine, and Excalibur will be here for you.
What about us?
Work quickly, however.
There's a small detail with the about you guys. Is I jokingly made all of you my knights.
Remember,
Oh my gosh!
while
remember
I
that.
hold much power, she does thrive in alternate realities. As Modius puts two fingers, and you watch in slow motion, he touches your literal eyeballs and keeps pushing in, phasing through space and time push. Arthur, suddenly you are a much older man. Sire! Sire!
Yes?
You turn. Lancelot is his name. Are you okay, sire?
Yes, I am. What are you doing here?
We're waging war, sir.
Are we winning?
You came with the report looking around a tent. There are many knights here. You don't see your friends. As everyone, please text me which knight of the round table you would like to play.
Oh yes! Oh dude! Wait. I have a big
them.
question about one
Text
thing.
me, text me.
I don't know any of them besides Lancelot.
Look it up. Just tell me what you can find.
Yeah, you can.
As all the knights sound here, these aren't.
I could whip up a
Dreamworks.
character sheet real fast.
And even your mind, that was some dream. Did Merlin give me something? but Artie, you remain grounded as on your finger, the Ring of Merlin remains. So, as far as we know, Mordred, upon his departing, took the Dark Knights and have made camp along the eastern woods.
Well, Lancelot, should we fight?
Aye, sir. As Lancelot pulls out Holy Mace, whips it around, we are at your command.
What sword do I have on my body?
Somebody should call
You
landfall.
have
Oh no, I'm
chaos
claiming
of it.
someone's shenanery.
Excalibur at your side.
Which Excalibur is it?
You ready for this?
Fair fight.
You're gonna love this.
Is it the OG?
This is a bit of a homebrew I've made that'll help add in, because you're going to need to make me, all of you, level 20 knights. You're going to make me a level 20 Arthur, however you want. As this is Asmodeus,
On D&D Beyond?
or however you
Prison
want. You
Scroll,
can,
I like Prison
Yeah,
Scroll.
this is gonna be
you can
a
even.
one shot. Or
This is a bit of a
one
one shot. It's a proof thing. You do have to succeed in this. Excalibur is a crazy homebrew item. It is a +3 sword. It is a great sword that also doubles as the Excalibur you will receive. This is the stats. It is a luck blade. Meaning,
Oh
Arthur,
my gosh.
Wish has already been used out of this blade. I just rolled a 1. I'm so sorry.
Ah.
But it does have luck. You can call in its luck, no action required to re-roll one attack, ability check, or save throw you dislike. You must use a second. Property can't be used until dawn. You have a one-time luck, right? Just, let me retry this. The wish has already been used, maybe by this alternate realities Arthur, or maybe by you. Was it me? Again, your mind is starting to get a lot of memories in there.
I have just a quick question. Is this Arthur and these knights the same ones from the dream I had?
They're very, very similar.
Okay. This ain't gonna win.
Very, very similar.
Say what?
This ain't gonna end well for Arthur.
No.
As this is a holy sword. So here's some of its other stuff.
Like I texted you.
Yes.
That because I have shenanery based on the legend.
Ah, that's clever, Ian. I like it. Yeah.
Is mine taken? I just texted.
You're good. Wow, you all chose different knights.
I'm looking at them all right now.
So
I think
far,
you would
yeah.
be a
Great Gawain.
I already claimed it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Gawain,
That's fine.
Percival,
My
Galahad.
shenanery is fantastic.
Lancelot is going to be my
I wanted
NPC.
the
Just
guy
because
from.
of the
Actually,
sash.
I was hoping the guy from that was like stuck in the castle with all the like lusty maidens was real. So I wanted to play
Brave,
him.
brave Sir Robin.
The Harem Knights?
No, Sir Robin's the brain. It's the one with that.
So
all the
here's the
ladies
other
that
things,
is
and I'll put
Galahad.
this in for D&D Beyond
Oh.
on your Artie
Chase.
character sheet, so that you can keep Artie separate and
So
know.
do you want me to make? Because this is
So
the
I
thing.
could take him. I could take him.
You can basically make what you would like Artie to become. A
Do
level
I
one?
make him from scratch or just upgrade him from level 6 level 20?
That's your choice.
I can make a level.
Just
20
remember,
fighter.
you'll be coming back to level 6,
Or-
you know, like, so don't
Yeah.
lose it. But here's the
Remember
thing, Artie.
what you have for level 6.
This is
Yeah, no.
Excalibur. It has a +4 bonus to attack and damage rolls. When you attack an object with this magic sword and hit, you maximize your weapon damage dice against the target.
Oh, yeah, that's
Always.
that's toast.
Wait.
When you attack an object
Okay,
with this
an
magic
object.
sword, maximize your weapon damage against the target. Objects get auto damaged.
You just attack.
When you attack a creature with this weapon, roll a 20. You deal an extra 46 slashing damage. You can then roll another 20, and if you roll another 20 here, you can lop off any limb you want, including head. And of course, if they have no more limbs to sever, you can, because like there are some creatures that can live without limbs. The creature, when you're reduced to 0 hit points, not killed outright, you will drop to 1 hit point instead. But of course, you must long rest for that feature to regain. You will, of course, have insights into chivalry checks, meaning charisma checks. You have advantage on those, made to consider. You can make them to understand who is either your close ally or companion or not, right? These chivalric persuasions.
Ooh, I may actually
And-
chase the knight.
And of course, this is a luck blade at its heart, where at one point it had a wish, doesn't, but you still have a luck ability.
Wait, we're going off.
Basically, +4, if you nat 20 it, you get 46 extra damage. So you, it's a great sword. So it deals 2d6. So on a crit, you would do 8d6 because it doubles and then another 46. And of course, you roll another d20 and you have a chance to like limb them.
Okay. I sent you.
Here we go. Ooh.
Because not only am I doing this just because I'm doing it like what Kai would be like.
I like it.
Yes.
As looking around, Sir Lamoric, Sir Percival, Sir Galahad, and Sir Gawain, along with Sir Lancelot, 5 of your closest knights that did not betray you when Mordred turned. Lancelot stands, a squire rushes into the tent.
This is gonna be nuts.
Artie, as the squire rushes in, you kind of blink for half a second. That looked like a little Hordak dude. No, it's just a squire. Sire, we have news. Mordred has allied with your darker half-sister. As we fight, raising sword up high, all of you feel power to arms. As outside, thunder seems to rumble and roar. As the night sky darkens, Mordred and his armies with his
It's like you called it.
What are the odds?
That's where we're going to end today's
Aw,
session.
dude.
Thank you all so very much for playing. Thank you for listening, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. August, I have a question.